right. Tap in, family. Tap in. Peace, peace, peace. Peace and love. Love and peace. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all share. Oh, got some folks from Europe. Shout outs to Europe. Shout outs to Europe. I'm getting a lot of messages from folks all around the world. I just want to say I appreciate everybody for even... Because y'all just think about it for a minute. Imagine seeing somebody from a whole nother country. Okay, and they literally are seeing people use laws in their country, okay, for their benefit. Now imagine being that person from another country looking at it and saying, damn, I wonder, can I do that for my country? You know how hungry you have to be to see somebody in a whole different country utilizing rights and then saying to yourself, I wonder if I can do that over here in Europe. I wonder if I can do that over here in China. Does this work for those that's in Germany? Does this work for those in the UK? Does this work for those in Canada? Okay, again, I don't have all the answers, all right? But I will bet everything that I can bet, all right? Every country has their own set of laws, and if the citizens understand how to utilize those laws and those rights, I should say, okay, it will be a huge benefit for you, okay? Because I truly believe we're already in a one world order. It's not scary to me anymore. When I was coming up, as far as hearing a lot of different conspiracy theories, you hear about all the families that own this, you know what I'm saying? A lot of hocus pocus things, a lot of things that scare you off your square. All right, the more informed I become, the more it's like, damn, okay, I see we're already in a one world order, okay, because we're all under the same credit system. Now, is it the exact same law, meaning the same code? No, family, but it's under the same type ordeal, okay, because I bet you there's a bill of exchange. All right, I bet you there's a bill of exchange in Germany. Okay, or some sort. It might be called something. It might be called International Bill of Exchange. All right, maybe something different. All right, because I truly believe every single country is dealing with securities. Okay, and we got somebody today. All right, now I haven't been able to speak to him since I want to say 2 o'clock today. So hopefully he'll still be able to jump on with us. I know he got little kids, little ones. All right, I know how that is. All right, so we're going to try to get him on today to tell y'all exactly what he did at the dealership. All right, for those that's been following, for those that's been studying, for those that ain't worried about the wrong things, just focusing on, okay, what is this man telling me to go read? Okay, I'm going to read the Bill of Exchange Act. Okay, I'm going to read the Truth in Lending Act. Okay, literally, you should go read those things, family. All right, one of my favorite ones is 15 USC 1605. All right, that's the termination of a finance charge. I'm going to say that again. All right, 15 USC 1605 is one of my favorite sub-chapters. Hold on, he just hit me up. Yes, if you are not already on, you can. Sorry, he just told me he just got home, y'all. So we're going to give him a few minutes to get situated. All right, we're not going to rush him, all right, because there's no need to rush. He just got home. I know he got little ones and his wife. All right, so we're going to let him get himself together. And if he can come on and grace us with his experience, family. Because, again, I had a conversation with this man yesterday, okay? And literally, he was telling me, okay, I went to I'm not going to tell you too much, but everything he was saying was lining up with everything he was supposed to do. All right, he's cool, calm, collected. He didn't stress. All right, it wasn't a situation where he needed the vehicle. It was just a situation. Hey, let me just see what I can do when I go here, family. All right, but back to what I was talking about. One of my favorite sub chapters is 15 USC 1605. All right, somebody said German law does not permit the usage of electronic bill of exchange and promissory note. These documents must still be produced in writing. Both documents fall under the scope of the German bill of exchange. Okay, cool. It's no electronic bill. It's no electronic act. Because I know over here we got the electronic signature act, meaning everything electronic is basically looked at as if you would have wrote it with your own hand. All right, so And again, family, I'm not from Germany. I'm not too familiar with Germany laws and codes. All right, but if they say, hey, you can't do anything electronic, but you can still produce it in writing, that's simply mailing, family. That's the oldest form of communication is mail. Okay, and I'm sure every single country that's, shall I say, allows the citizens to exercise their rights, because we know some folks are around the world and they don't have this ability, family. They don't have this ability to be able to exercise their rights, go outside their door and literally go enforce their rights. Some places you'll get killed. Some places they look at it like you're going up against the government. All right, some folks say I'm glitching. I don't know why I'm glitching. I got all bars. We locked and loaded. Am I glitching on everybody? Am I glitching on everybody's? I don't know why we glitching. Damn. I don't know why we glitching. All right, a couple of people say they glitching. I got full bars. I don't know. All right, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to post whatever it is that we missed. I'm going to be able to post it. Okay. But yeah, one of my favorite sub-chapters is 15 USC 1605. It talks about determination of a finance charge. Now, as y'all see, the title of this live is Things to Know When Going to a Dealership. Did you know? All right, but before I ask you that, let me ask y'all a question. Let me get y'all active right quick. Comment 1 if you went to the dealership, got a vehicle, and you know deep down in your heart, you know you didn't read the contract. Just comment 1. I'm gonna go ahead and comment 1 because I know I've done that plenty of times. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and comment 1. Okay, now let me ask y'all a question. The ones that's comment 1, did you feel rushed? Some of us don't even really. So you got a few moments to really think about the moment when you bought the car and things like that. Because some of us, we wasn't even realizing what was going on. It was so fast. All right, but did you feel rushed? I feel like this is intervention right now. Did you feel rushed by any chance? Okay, once they gave you the contract, all right, did you feel like you could have took that contract with you with home? Or did they just really skip to the end of the contract and be like, blah, 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 blah. Just sign here, and the keys is yours. Was it brought to you that way? Again, this is not legal advice. This is just experience in an intervention in open therapy, okay? All right, did you feel rushed? I felt rushed. I remember my first time going down to the dealership, all right, because I had been buying so many lemons up to that point. All right, anybody that knows me before any of this knows I used to keep a lemon. All right, I kept a lemon. I remember having about 4 lemons. All right, this car was good at night. This car was good for short drives. This car was good for long range. You know, I was all over the place. All right, buying cars for $600, $700. And I remember getting a steady job and literally was able to finance a car. And I remember, all right, this is when I lived in Seattle. I was so happy, family. And anybody that doesn't know about Seattle, it rains a lot in Seattle. All right, but I'm coming from South Carolina, moving to Seattle. All right, and I wanted a convertible. My dream was to live on the West Coast, drop my top back and bump my music. That was my goal. So I get to Seattle, all right, by way of, I'm working on airplanes out there at Everest, working on the Boeings. If anybody know about Boeing, y'all know about Everest. Seattle is a big manufacturer out there. All right, so anyway, okay, I finally get enough money to go ahead and finance the car. All right, I see on the internet there's a convertible. There's a Mustang convertible, all black on black. I'm like, what? Hell yes. I call them up. They say all they need is $1,000 down. I'm like, I got that. All right. So I walk down there, family, because remember, I don't have a car at this time. So I walk down there. You know, the weather was feeling good out. You know, it's the weed legal in Seattle. So, you know, I stopped at the dispensary, rolling up, smoking on the way down to the dealership. All right. I walk all the way there. I gets there. Because I done told my family I'm about to get a Mustang convertible. All right. The salesman kept saying, are you sure you want this? Because in Seattle, it rains a lot. So I get there. Do y'all not know this man took me from about to get a Mustang to now me leaving with a Hyundai Sonata? No offense to the Hyundai Sonata family, okay? All right, because I was driving around that car and it did some great things for me. All right, but as a person that didn't give a damn about a Hyundai Sonata, okay? And you know, I'm young. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, yo, you told me the Mustang, man. Like, what? And he just kept saying, yeah, but seeing is your credit. And I'm like, I thought you already ran my credit. Like, what's going on? Okay. Lo and behold, he got me from the Mustang to a damn Hyundai Sonata. Okay. So I get the Hyundai Sonata. You know, I'm signing things. I ain't reading nothing. Okay. Not reading nothing. All right, I remember they saying, hey, you got to put insurance on it. And then I remember saying, hey, we do know some people that we can link you with. All right. And I just remember just believing everything this man said because I'm thinking he got my best interest. I'm young. OK, I don't got no friends in Seattle. All right. I'm out there by my damn self. OK, so anybody that looked like they was helping me, I draw towards them. OK. All right. Rather it's right or wrong, okay? So, but I felt like, because this is my first time getting a car through a dealership, all right? I really trusted this man, okay? He's telling me things like, hey, I tell you what, we can't get you the Mustang, but follow me, come with me. I'm following him. I'm like, we can't get the Mustang. What would you about to put me in, a Challenger? Because what you about to put me in? All right, we walk over to the Hyundais. We get to the Hyundai and he's like, I can put you in this today. All right. And I'm like, yo, I'm trying to process everything. I done walked up here. I'm already high. Okay. I'm high. I'm already high from smoke because, again, weed is legal in Seattle. Okay. So I'm feeling good. I'm smoking on the way up there. So, man, he blew my high entirely. Okay. I'm really, because I'm a stubborn person. So as he's telling me, hey, we can put you in this right now. You can leave today. And I'm like, yo, what? I'm so stubborn. I'm like, man, I don't want no Hyundai. Man, I'll walk back home. But something in me was like, man, you need a car, man. You need a car. So how many of y'all felt that, meaning, damn, I didn't get what I want, but I need a car. I'm just going to take how many of y'all feel like that? Comment too. Because I know you did. You was going through the same thing. We go through the same things, family. All right, we go through the same things. The only difference is a lot of y'all wasn't high. Was you? What was you? You wasn't high, was you? You wasn't. You was in your right mind, and they still took you from here to here. We're all in this together, family. We're all in this together. Okay? So I leave with that Hyundai Sonata. They tell me, hey, you got to get insurance first. And I'm like, what? Oh, what? Hey, man, where's all these hidden fees coming from? Again, I'm uninformed, okay? But I'm just like, I'm sober as hell. And I'm like, yo, what? My man, you told me all I had to do was pay $800 and I could drive off the lot with this Mustang. Now I got to pay $1,000. Now I got to pay $1,000. And I'm leaving with a Hyundai Sonata and I got to put insurance. Okay, one thing I noticed was he kept upselling me. And I'm just doing whatever it takes because I done walked all the way up here. I got to leave with a car. So I'm like, okay, man, I'm on the budget, man. Like he ate up all my money. Okay. I end up getting in-house insurance. Okay. With their guy, then learned that they got paid from that too. And I'm like, yo, what in the world? Man, what 66 playmaker skills was on E. I had no playmaking skills. Man, that dude was a good salesman. I felt like he felt sorry for me, and I started saying, man, it ain't you, Jim. It ain't you, man. I'm sitting there looking out for him, making excuses for him, and saying, yeah, my credit wasn't the best, so, I mean, man, you can do it. Man, at least you got me something. And how many of y'all done did that before? You start feeling so like, you did what you can. Man, we're so low as a people, y'all. The reason why we're low is because we have no negotiation skills. All right. I see Sean is in the building. Sean, just let me know when you're ready. I know you just got home. Just let me know when you're ready, so those can folks can hear your experience. All right, because what Sean did, family, literally took his time. All right, he took that contract home, read over it. How many of y'all took y'all contracts home and actually read over it? All right, how many of y'all did that? All right. You know how many folks won't let you leave the dealership? Well, they'll say it's against policy for us to let you leave it. And you know how many of us don't know how to articulate ourselves? And we'd be like, oh well, they said it's their policy, so I couldn't take it with me. Do you not know your rights, family? If they told me that saying, hey, you can't leave with this, and I'm like, well, I feel like I'm being forced to sign it. If I can't leave it and go look it over with my legal team. My legal team is not here right now. So I don't think that's like talking to the police knowing you got a lawyer. Would you sit into that interrogation room, that negotiation room with no lawyer? That's if you're, now granted, those folks that's following me, I get it, but we talking about, okay, majority people, okay? All right, it's not good to talk to the police or any federal agents without an attorney or not without having capacity to contract. All right, so you never want to just rush, family. I know you want the car. All right, I know you want that car. But the thing is, you have to take that contract home and read it. At least show them that you're attempting to read it. At least put some pressure on them. Okay? Some of y'all might not even read it when you take it. Just put some pressure on them. Just take it home anyway. If they say, hey, I can get you driving today, you ain't got to take it. Say, hey, I know you can get me going today, which is great. But I still want to take this home, talk it over with my family. All right, because I don't make any decisions without my family. Y'all know how easy that is to articulate. But y'all know how scared we are. All right. So, okay, Sean, say you ready. All right, family, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and bring you up. Okay, go ahead and bring you up. All right, we didn't plan this, family. Like, literally, I was in a consultation with Sean. I asked him, hey, man, can you mind telling this same story tomorrow on live? All right, and he said, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and bring Sean up, fam. Make sure y'all put y'all ears in. Please don't be asking a bunch of questions, family. Please don't be asking a bunch of questions. Just listen. Just listen to what he's done. Clearly he's studied. All right, clearly he's not a beginner. What's going on, Sean? Peace and love, brother.
What's going on, man? Can you hear me all right?
Loud and clear, man. Peace. First of all, I want to say I appreciate your family for taking the time out. I know you're a married man with kids. You got some on the way as
Yeah,
well. Congratulations.
thank you.
All right. But like we talked yesterday, man, because you blew my mind just seeing how you was able to articulate yourself, seeing how you was cool, calm, collected, because that's what it takes. And like we talked about yesterday, you're an ex-athlete as well. All right. You understand certain things that you receive from the corporation, you had to read and understand, like, okay, let me use this like film. They sent me this. Let me read and see what this means. Okay, oh, this is what it is. It's like film, family. All right, I'm an ex-athlete as well. So me and Sean is like, we're the same person. All right, that's why I try to tell most people, if you have dealt with any adversity dealing with a team sport family, this journey is for you. All right, this journey is for you. But Sean, go ahead and let them know. You can like say, tell them what you want. All right, you know, you can leave out personal things.
Sure.
But what happened as far as the dealership? How did the conversation go? What were some of your feelings? All right, because I know a lot of folks is eager to see what this thing looks like.
For sure, man. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. I had to get a second car because I already have one. It's a new car. It's a 2020, and I haven't taken any actions on that as far as getting remedy or using your courses or anything on my current car
Mm-hmm.
because I'm working on other things and I'm just taking an educational route and I'm trying to knock things out one at a time. However, I I decided probably about 2 months ago that I was going to go get a second car with this process with no intention of sending in any cash payment and just using my rights to transfer the interest inside the account. So I went in with that mindset already. And after college I sold cars in a dealership for a while, so I kind of was familiar with the process. And I bought a couple new cars before and traded them in for the
Yeah.
next one, whatever. And so I was familiar with that process. And so going in, and if I have to tell anybody, the main thing that helped me during the whole step from walking into the dealership and picking a car to getting sent back to the finance office to sign the paperwork. Um, the thing that helped me the most was looking at my other contract. So if you have a car contract, or if you know obviously, if you know anyone, say, hey man, let me see a copy of your contract, and look for the part that says before you sign, it says don't sign this until you are able to take it and review it. And it literally says that. So I was just going to use that against them, because I know what it feels like to go into the finance office and have that paperwork slid in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's kind of like an unspoken pressure and like an assumption that you're just going
Facts.
to sign it, but you don't have to, and you're not supposed to, actually. And so all of those, I think, it's weird. In North Carolina, they call it some type of credit sale. They don't even call it a car loan or nothing. It's called a credit sale.
Facts.
And so all of these contracts, they look the same. And when you read your CarMax contract, it was just like my Hyundai Motor Finance contract. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Um, and there's always going to be a section that says, by signing this, you're stating that you were able to take this and review it. And so, yes, I went in there, and I'll give you the story, but I just wanted people to know that that was probably the main thing
Oh
that
yeah,
did it.
Bill, man,
What?
Bill, man, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
bro.
was probably the main thing that did it, was using their own contract against them, or showing it and standing on what they said. And
Mm-hmm.
so the finance manager, I told him, hey, before I sign this, I would like to take it and review it. Let me take it home tonight, which I'll tell you right now, the car people don't want to hear that,
At all.
because they believe that the sale is going to disappear, because that's just the mindset, and that's what most people do. But we're not going in like a normal buyer, or someone who's going to walk away. We're going in to pick exactly the car that we want,
Exactly.
and to use our knowledge and our rights to to get out the door with it and start working on that account, because it doesn't stop there, obviously. So yeah, I went back to the finance office and I told him, hey, I would like to take it and review it. He goes, oh, you don't want to sign it? They start doing their thing. And I say no, and I lift up his own contract that he slid in front of me, and it's bold letters with a circle around it, and
Damn.
it says, before you sign this, you agree that you were able to take it. And I showed him, it's like, look, it says I'm supposed to take this and review it. And so I just want to do exactly what your contract says.
Facts.
So,
Exactly.
and that was
Exactly.
the problem. Okay. So another thing that I did to kind of help benefit me is I went on the 30th of the month. For like 2 weeks, I texted the sales guy. I got to know him, and I picked out exactly the car I want, and I didn't let them move me into a lower car. Anytime they mentioned income, because I didn't, they had all my application stuff on file from previous cars,
Yeah.
so it was weird. They didn't ask. I didn't get no paper app. I didn't get to authorize anything. The man just ran it without even, when I said I was good to go.
Mm.
Crazy. So I never even saw the application this time, but that's probably because I had been there before. But keep in mind, I've never done anything like this before. I mean, I
Yeah.
went in there, I went in there to pay it like the normal way that we all were taught to pay for our cars. So, okay. So I went in at the end of the month, because I knew car dealerships, they're trying to close as many deals before the month ends,
Exactly.
right? So I wanted to have that pressure on them and not on me. And they knew I'd been there for a couple weeks talking about it. So when the time came, guys, when you give them your application, just make sure they tell you whether you've been approved or not. Because he kept wanting to mention my income. He's like, do you have any?
Mm-hmm.
And here's why: because he knows I already have a car, and he knows what my income is. Because I work a full-time job. He knows what my income is, and he knows that this payment is not in my budget. That's how
Mm.
he's looking at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I already, I don't mind saying it. One of my car payments is like $500 or $600, and this one was going to be like double that, because I got as much car as I could. If I'm going to go in using
And
my
you
rights, I got
say you got all the bells and
fully
whistles, or you
loaded.
say you.
Yeah, everything. Captain's chairs in the back seat, third row, moonroof, sunroof, air, heated and air conditioned
Mhm.
seats. Why not?
Why
Right? That
not?
was my whole thing. And so he kept trying to like talk about, income. And I would say things like, hey man, he's like, oh, I'm actually using, revenue from investments to pay for this. And I was using things like that because
Mm.
yeah. And then so he, what they do is once you give an application, they'll go back and they'll bring you a sheet of paper and they'll give you different payment options. And the more down payment you give them, the less your monthly payment's gonna be. And I learned from being in a dealership that for every $1,000 you put down, it's probably gonna be about $20, $30 off your payment. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
And so when he brought that to me, he didn't tell me I was approved or anything. He was like, and they're going to do this to you guys too, because every car dealership is trained to do it. The sales process.
Exactly.
There's got to be something psychological to it or something because every dealership is going to do this process with the salesman and then the finance manager. If you give them trouble or ask too many questions, they might bring in the general manager in to shake your hand and be your friend and get you to do the deal. You know.
Yeah.
And another thing to keep in mind is, as they're trying to move me down cars or move me on a down payment, it's not like they're trying to commit fraud to me. They're just doing their jobs. They don't know what we're studying. They don't know what hood consumer advisors. They don't never heard of you guys.
At
They don't
all.
have people coming in that with this type of capacity. And it's not like they were picking up on mine. They were picking up that I just knew what I was talking about. To where
Hmm.
the GM wanted to give me a job in the finance office when I was done. And it's like, well, I don't have, you don't go work at a dealership.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But you see how they like, man, I need to hire you. You know more than my guys. Damn.
Man, and it was funny because okay, so back to that, they'll put these payments in front of you, and they'll be like, circle one of these payments. Which one of these payments looks good to you? Circle one. And then I was looking, and it didn't have any $0 down payment. It just had 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, and I was like, well, hold on a second. I can't circle any of these because there's no, I'm not putting a down payment on this.
Mm.
And he was like, he said a couple things. He was like, well, not putting any money down, that could raise that payment up a whole bunch, because
But
it's
but
like,
he never said if you don't put a down payment, you're denied. He just said, hey, if you don't put a down payment, it's gonna raise your monthly.
exactly, yeah. And that's what they try to, they're going to try to pull your focus off to different areas. Because, even, I'm telling you, like I was saying last night on our call, it really is just a war inside your own mind and your old beliefs. And that's the hardest thing to step
For
out
sure.
of. Because even
For
while
sure.
I was sitting in there knowing what I knew, the old back of my mind, Sean, was staring down at that like $950 payment. And it's like, are you really gonna do this? Are you really gonna do this? Um, so that's where I was. I was feeling that way, but on the outside, and I think this is important for anything. When it has to do with going in and buying a car, or dealing with your family at home, or working a job. A lot of times we go into these types of situations uncomfortable, so we'll either make ourselves smaller,
Hmm.
you know, or we'll have to chest up and inflate ourselves and be rude and act like they're the ones that are
Exactly. It's
violating
no
our
in,
rights.
it's no in between. It's
They,
no medium.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that in between is kind of like just a slow, comfortable state, and that's where I kept myself in as I was going through this process. But anyways, I told them basically what I said was, hey, I see this. I need to see a payment for $0 down because I want to keep this strictly on credit. I don't see a reason to put in cash. I see the payments, and if it goes up $20, that's fine. Just show me what them payments are because, I see more benefit in me going straight
Mm.
credit. And he didn't really know how to respond to that, so he went and brought back a sheet with a $0 down payment, and literally, like, it wasn't even that much more.
Hey,
It
but you see, you saying something is what triggered him. Like, okay, it's like open sesame. If you don't say nothing,
yeah,
like, because imagine if you just sat there and said, "Okay, I'm gonna decide this payment," and I'm gonna be honest, Sean. A lot of people's probably listening. It's like, well, I didn't get no options. They just told me this is it. This is what I could do or not. So you gotta think. It's levels to it. The fact that they gave you options is how it's supposed to be done. They got to
yeah,
give you all options, but the fact you say, "Hey, wait a minute, what about the zero down
yeah.
option?" Mm.
Yeah, because at first he didn't want to show me that, and then because he was making up different reasons, and I was like, "Well, am I approved? I mean, are we dealing with an approval or not?" I was like, "Just let me see what the $0 down payment looks like,
Mm-hmm.
because I want to keep this strictly on credit. I think that's more beneficial to me. I'm not too worried if the payment's a little higher.
Facts.
So, and that's the method that they train us to do. So if someone's sitting you down at a dealership and they're not putting a graph in front of you with different down payments and different payment options, then you need to ask for it,
That's a bar,
because
family.
yeah,
I know it's so, Sean. I know so many people, and I know you talking like it's like second nature, but so many people listen like, damn, I don't never get no options when I go. It's they see my credit, they see my, and they say this is what they can do, and they either take it or leave it. So the fact that you just said that, family, remember, y'all that's listening, when you go to a dealership, ask for those options. That's your right.
yeah.
But go ahead, my bad.
No, that's how it is. You'll get the intro, they'll come sit you in a car, and then they'll take you in the office and get all your information down. And if you let them run your credit, they're either going to say you're denied, or they're going to bring you in those, the one of those squares to circle. Which one of your payments do you like best? And they make
Mm-hmm.
you choose right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so I'll get on to the next part then. So once we got past that, I went back to the finance office, because that's the last step. They want to do the insurance stuff, and they want to try to sell you on some extra things on the car. And the finance manager is the man that has that contract.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm financing through the dealer. I'm at a Hyundai dealership. I'm getting a brand new Santa Fe with the third row, and then
What
I'm
year? What year is
2020.
it?
Yeah, like the model had come out 2 weeks ago, and yeah, this was back, this was probably back in, this was back at the end of April. So, anyways, he he brings me back there, and we start going through, and I'll be honest with you, because I know what you teach about the insurance and everything, um, but I'm trying to keep it on level A.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when I'm back there, I'm giving them the insurance information I already have. I was like, I'll handle the insurance bill when the insurance bill comes. Like,
Yeah.
we got, and then, but what I did do is added everything on that car, man. I mean, I added gap insurance. I added the rims were insured, the leather, if I dented it, if the kids, got boogers on it, whatever.
Fact.
Everything, I had everything added onto there, and it raised the payment, it raised the payment a little bit too, because, but like I said, I wasn't worried about that. I wanted to get started on this account right away.
Exactly.
And so yeah, man. Um, that contract came out, and I dropped a line on them that I was practicing. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take this home, because it says right here I need to take it and review it." And I started just pointing out the things on security interest to the finance guy. He didn't understand any of it. He didn't know what was in the contract. Just so you know, your finance guy is just a normal guy, and
Exactly.
and he doesn't know what the contract, what's in there, because he just is so used to people signing it,
Exactly.
and then doing all his paperwork on the insurance, and he gets a commission for everything he sells you. So so I took it home, and that was around the time you did the contracts. What are we calling the class now?
Say it again.
What are we calling the class now? Contract, because is it still contracts
Oh,
exposed?
it's the benefits of reading your
That's
contract.
what that's what I
Yeah.
meant. Yeah,
Yeah.
benefits of reading your contract. It's not as cool as contracts exposed, but yeah, uh, I hear you. I feel you, man. That class is very important. Y'all should read that, so you can start learning about security interests, Google security interests.
Chat
That Henry R. that
GPT.
that Henry R.
Yep.
Cheeseman book you got in there. So
Yep.
yeah, I can look it up, because I got that book. I can look it up right there, and it tells you what a security interest is. And once you realize what that is, you realize that a collateral was required for you to have a security interest. And then you start reading the car contract, and it's telling them that you are giving them security interest. So the fact
Mhm.
that it even says that and that it exists is proof that your application is worth whatever it is that you need it for. Uh,
Exactly.
Man, it's terrifying. So okay, yeah, so that's what happened, guys, and the next day was the 31st. They're closing out the month. I'm coming in after work, making, the salesman is supposed to be off, like everybody's
Mhm.
to go home, and I'm going in there with the contract from the day before, and my revocation. So I typed out each point on, the security interest, and how I revoked that permission. Uh,
Mhm.
and so uh, when I brought it there, gave him the contract, but they said that I had to send all those contract amendments to the bank. So I don't know if that's how it'll be for everybody, but the chances are that someone at that dealership is going to know what that contract amendment means is little.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's little. And so here's what I did. I signed the contract as it was, okay? And I'm just telling you guys what I did. I don't know if this is the right route. I'm still
Yeah,
working
just tell
on
your
that. You know
experience.
what I mean?
Yeah, your
And
experience.
I
Yeah.
did but I did drive out with the car. So, and like you say, what was it that you say, that 9/10 of possession of law is
Is yeah, not possession is 9/10 of the law. So long as you get it in your possession, hey, you
right,
have way more leverage than them.
right,
All right, but again, a lot of folks get it and lose it because they don't know how to articulate or put up a proper
right,
defense.
right. Okay. And so I took them that. They said, you're going to have to send this to the bank. So all I did, and this is just from, learning the classes and just being real diligent on studying the law, watching TV shows about court, just really just getting my mindset around
Mhm.
understanding law. What I did was I had a letter ready if they didn't accept it. And all the letter said was that I reserved all my rights to amend the contract, as a
Say that again, man. Please say it again for them.
I
Please say it again.
in case the dealership didn't because I didn't understand how they could, because I just understand where people are coming from and where the system is. I just
Hmm.
have, for some reason, I could zoom out and understand that before going in. So that's why I typed a letter up. It's just like a 2 sentence letter
Hmm.
that I typed up with my information, the bank's information, and the dealership's information, and all it said was, I'm writing this to reserve all my rights to amend this contract. I tried to give this to the dealership, but they said to send it to the bank. And I asked the finance manager to sign it, but he wouldn't sign it.
Mm.
He wouldn't sign it. But he did email me a copy of it a couple of days later, so I have proof that he had it, you
Okay.
know.
Okay.
So anyways, so signed it, and drived it away. Took it home, and I started working. The very next day, I sent in the contract amendment to the bank.
Hmm.
And a few days go by, don't hear nothing, don't hear nothing. So I finally called them because I just wanted to make sure. And I also sent it to the indentured trustee, by the way. I forgot
Mm.
all about that because every time I tried to call Citi, it was Citibank in New York,
Mm.
So I think,
I'm
yeah,
sure Citibank of New York is a lot of folks is indentured.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
And I couldn't really get, because I was going off their charter, so I couldn't really figure out what number at Citibank to call. Every time I called, it would just get to like some voicemail. It was some office or something. But anyways, never mind that. I sent it to the bank, and I called them and I said, hey, I just wanted to see if you guys had received, my contract amendment because I wanted to talk about my contract. And at first he said no. And then I asked him to make sure. He's like, we haven't received anything. And I was like, well, can you please double check?
Mm.
Because I have a receipt here, a green slip from the post office. It's like, so it says that you guys received this on May 6th, because I sent it on probably May 1st.
Mhm.
Um, and then he comes back and he says, actually, yeah, we did receive it. And this is what he called it. I didn't call it this. He said, we received your contract revocations, and it's been given to our care team. Okay. And I was thinking about this story last night, and I need to tell it how it happened so everybody kind of
Oh
understands
yeah.
where I'm at now with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yes, and it's a little bittersweet of a story because it was like I was telling you last night, man. I mean, nobody in my family had a car this nice.
Mm.
I mean, it was beautiful. It was an awesome car. Unfortunately, within 10 days, my wife totaled the car, and we've all been in that situation where the light turns yellow and you got to make a decision. And that's how and that decision that she made, it just didn't work out for the best. Unfortunately, everybody was okay, but my brand new car, that the story that I just told y'all, that car was totaled within 10 days. And the funny thing about it is, before we got the car, we knew we weren't going to commit payments on the car. We were going to strictly stand on business and our consumer rights, and we were going to get the car that way, or they were going to come get the car their way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And like
And
you
so,
said, remember we was talking as far as you were saying, hey, I don't need this car, but I'm getting in this car for the contract. So
yeah,
when you was telling me, and it's like I say, it's very brave of you to even just say with the part that we talk about it. You said you
yeah,
wasn't partial
yeah,
because I know that's personal. But as far as you got the vehicle, but it's like the universe took the vehicle away just to see if you really
right,
about standing
right,
about the account, not the car, because the account is still going.
right.
The count is still going. So remember we talked about, yeah, that car is going as far as with the insurance and things like that, but you can get a brand new car and we're still focusing on the account.
Right, right. So that's, and so I'll go ahead and share with you
Yeah,
how
go ahead.
that process goes because, ideally, if you are going to get it, wreck your car, you would want that to happen after you got the remedy on the car. And so, but let me explain it because it's also very helpful. Um, that's what our mindset. Our mindset going in was, hey, this isn't about the car. This is about the account. And it was like turning into a sarcastic motto,
Mm.
but then the accident happened, and then my wife would, because I was so devastated, and my wife would come to, hey, remember, it's about the
It's
account.
about the
It's not about the car, because
facts.
obviously, she felt way worse about it than I did. Obviously, you know what I
We're
mean.
glad, we're just
Um,
glad everybody's okay for sure, for sure.
yeah, the car was, yeah, it kept her, car kept her safe, and I was also glad because at first, my capacity grew over time because when I first thought about the car, I was going to say, oh, I'm going to trade my car in and get this one and get remedy on it. But then when I was going, I was like, hold on a second, like, why would I give them a car
Exactly.
when I already know like how I'm going to go about my current car in the future? Like, I just want to play this game with the new
Mm-hmm.
car. I'm not going to trade my car in. Like, no, no. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, obviously. And so, once an accident like that happens, the insurance starts doing their thing, and the dealership, well, the banks is still doing their thing while I'm trying to talk to them about transferring that total amount
Mm-hmm.
finance. I want to accept it and transfer it. And so while I'm worried about all that, now I got the insurance starting a claim. I got the lady that, the accident was with, hire an attorney and trying to get money from the insurance. And then I got all these things stacked on top. And like I said, I kind of had to just slow down and get comfortable and not,
Mm-hmm.
not try to worry or think that I'm in the hole somehow because and like I was telling you yesterday, every time I would get worried or think it, I would just walk myself through it and finish the thought. If you have a negative thought, if you just walk yourself through it and get to the end of it,
Exactly.
you realize,
Exactly.
I still win in this situation.
Exactly.
So, that was about a couple months ago, and when they had sent me the bill, I would call them and say, hey, not only did I already send you in a tender of payment,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to use the security interest, but guys, my insurance has already paid off, the whole thing, so like I was telling you, the
Mm-hmm.
perfect situation is if you wreck your car and you have insurance, you would want to be the total loss payee with them. But since I had that contract that I'm working on amending, that I did get the car, yes, but now it's dealing with the complication of, hey, I still need to transfer that balance. I
Mm-hmm.
still need to call and stand on the security interest in the contract, and I need to communicate that so they understand that, hey, you guys got my application, you guys got the security interest. I gave it all to you, and the insurance company that I contract with sent you over $50,000
Exactly.
already,
Exactly.
and so and I'm sitting here without a car.
And
So
for
now,
those that, no, I mean cut you off. For those that's listening to hearing him, when he talked about he's supposed to be the payee, remember for those that's been following, the payee is the one that receives the funds.
right,
So the problem is the dealership or a company is acting as the payee and collecting his check because remember the car was already paid off. So whatever check paid off the car again was supposed to come to him.
hmm so that's what we're working on now,
Hmm.
and I'll keep you updated on that because
For
so far,
sure.
30 days went by, and that first like 900 something dollar payment came up on the email, and the bill came in the mail, and and I was thinking about accepting it and sending it in anyways, but I was like, no, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's just see how this plays out. And then the second, the next 30 days came in and they had them stacked up on the bill. They had both of them together, stacked up on
Mm-hmm.
top of each other. And I'm guessing that insurance check went through because I'm getting all these text messages and now they're saying, oh, you owe $200 in September. Unlike us, on $70,000 or something, after all the things that I put, added to the car, it was probably, and so now they say I only owe 200 left. So I know there's so much money floating around in the
Man,
account. And
that's what I'm saying. It's a public side, the private side. But just think about this, because a person would hear this and say, "Well, all that happened because of the wreck." Now, did y'all understand that this is supposed to happen regardless
right,
of the wreck?
right,
This is
right.
how it's supposed to have been from the get
Yeah,
go. And he was supposed to get the car using credit, and since it was cash value, they're supposed to give him a
right,
check for the amount of the car. They do that by sending him a bill each and every month. All
right.
right, which is very, very important. And one thing that you said that was major, I hope y'all write this down. He went on ahead and signed the contract, but he also wrote where he said he's not giving up his right to amend the contract, meaning
Yeah,
he's keeping it open. Meaning I might sign it now, but down the line, hey, there may be some things I need to change. One of
yeah.
the things that he's already knows he's gonna change is who the payee is, who's getting these proceeds.
Right, right, right. And that was in the original amendment that I sent them that I wanted the proceeds, to all of the insurance and everything and everything inside the contract. I wanted access to it because, I also want to be included in benefiting from,
Exactly.
the all the negotiable instruments that are being slung around here. Everybody's getting paid, and it says I'm the payee. It's my name that's on
Where
it, but
my check?
yeah. So and a big part of that, and I believe, I, because I'm currently, I'll say I won't give too much, but I'm currently in arbitration right now. I've been in for a few months. It's a long process, and they've been great with this completely separate thing. And I was able to, like I said, even working and having an income and everything, I was still able to get food stamps because of what you taught. And we've been enjoying that for like 8 or 9 months,
Yes,
and
sir.
it helps. It,
Skate.
yeah, and so yeah, man, we got a lot going on, and it's exciting and it's nice. If I didn't know this information and I got a brand new car and then wrecked it, man, do you know how stressed I would be?
Man, I would be stressed. Anybody would be
Yeah,
stressed. Imagine getting something brand new and boom. Y'all see how calm he is because he knows, like, man, forget the car. I'm focused on this account. This
yeah,
account has way more funds where I can get a brand new car. The car is the car. We
right,
just glad everybody is okay. We just glad everybody's safe. Now we can focus on what we're supposed to be focused on, and which we already manifested. That was the account because
right.
it's still there. We just don't got the car.
Yeah, exactly. And so and I'll definitely keep you posted on that because we're gonna get the remedy
Oh
on
yeah,
that account. And I don't, maybe we'll go into arbitration. There is an arbitration agreement in my contract, and I don't mind it. If we have to go to court after that, I don't mind it. But I'm thinking of, really standing on, like you say, you get on the phone, you start talking security interest, they're going to get you on the phone with somebody who knows what the security interest is because
exactly,
it's all over the contract,
exactly.
especially the car contracts. The credit card contracts, they're a little bit more sneaky. They are writing some crazy stuff in their contracts, but the car contracts, what I've learned just by looking at all these, credit accounts and everything over the past year, they really do lay it all out for you. They don't call you a buyer. They tell you how much credit's provided on your behalf. I mean, excuse me, they don't call you a borrower. Excuse me, they don't call you a borrower. They call you a buyer. Like,
They call you the buyer and say, don't say borrowing because you're not
right.
borrowing.
There's the word borrower or loan is not nowhere near anything on my contract, and it
Mm,
never is. There's just prepayment and repayment
mm.
and security interest.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And
So you
one,
got to choose. Are you going to repay what's already paid, or are you going to prepay with the security interest?
and you see how you had those options. Again, you can either circle this amount with this down payment, or you can ask for, well, what about the no money down option? All right, because
Yeah,
with that no money down option, it's literally giving you what the Truth in Lending Act is supposed to give you, meaning
yeah,
options, family. Meaning, if I don't have cash, I shouldn't have to give you cash if it's on credit.
yeah. Absolutely. And that was the biggest thing too. It's like, hey, I just want to use credit here. No, I get it. I get it. I don't mind the payment. I just want to use credit here. Don't. I appreciate everything you're doing. Don't sweat the payment. I
Exactly.
thank you for looking out for me, but just let me see what it looks like. So that way, when they bring it in, it's like, oh, I must be approved. Then I'll take zero down. Like, let's go to the finance office and let's. I'm ready to go do that, and they'll be happy, man. They'll be so happy for you to be ready to go to the finance office. Nobody wants to
Exactly.
sit in the finance office, but when
Exactly.
you know this stuff, you will want to go sit in the finance office, and you'll realize if you've read your contract, or if you have a previous one, you'll realize you know more than that finance guy, because that's not what they're
That's
teaching.
not what they teaching. And I'm gonna say this before I let you go.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you a story. Literally, when they were saying, well, it's gonna be a little bit more. All right, y'all. Literally, I just got into the game of getting grants. Okay, for my business. All right. So also loans for my business because I'm
Mm,
understanding how to transfer in business as well. All right. So literally, I got approved for a loan. Okay. After I got approved for a loan, another company called me because after you start sending the application, all the
yeah.
companies start calling you. All right, so another company called me. I got approved for a certain amount. Another company called me and said, well, we can't give you a loan because that'll be stacking and that's illegal. All right, now I'm new, but I also know how to ask questions. I said, it's illegal for me to get two loans? The guy was like, yes, it's illegal. So when I got off the phone, I looked it up. Okay, y'all, it's not illegal to get multiple loans, family. If anybody tells you it's illegal to get multiple loans, they are lying. So I called them back, family. I called him back and say, hey, I'm gonna say his name, Roger. I said, Roger, you told me that it's illegal because Roger was like, you wasted my time. Don't do that again. And Roger was really talking to me like, yeah, because but I didn't get too crazy. I was like, because I thought I did something wrong. I was like, oh snap, am I doing something illegal? Even though I know I'm not doing nothing illegal, but I just wanted to go read before I had that debate with him. So I called him back and said, hey, Roger, I just did my research. You told me it was illegal if I was stacking loans. Okay. Come to find out, it's not illegal. It's just an extra 10%. Then he said, oh, yeah, well, it's not illegal. It's just an extra 10% on the overall amount. I said, so let me get this straight. You just told me that it's illegal. Now you're telling me, no, it's just an extra rate that I'm going to have to pay. And I said, Roger, I'm here to do business, man. You think I'm going to let a small 10% stop me from stacking?
Right.
Let's stack, Roger. And Roger was able to get me approved for a loan.
Right. Okay. That's
Literally.
cool, man. Yeah. And are you talking about your business, for
My
your business?
business, I like business loan, like just for my business, because there's so many grants and things is going out
Yeah.
for folks to have 2 years in business. They don't
Really?
care how much you make, family. It's not what it's about. It's do you have a business? Do you have a business account?
Right on.
That's all they really caring about. But my business does great. All right. So a lot of companies they want to do business with me. All right. But I was just told like, oh, you can't stack that. So I'm like, what the hell? Because I'm here to do business. If I'm gonna get loans, I'm a boom, boom, boom. Let's go because we can prepay them
Right.
back. All right, literally, I know I can prepay them back, so I'm not worrying about no interest fee. I'm not worried about no extra 10%, 20%. Let's
Right.
do it. So as
Right.
soon as I said that, because that let me know they're more worried about us having to make extra payments. Okay, like literally worried about us saying, "Well, I'm trying to hold y'all." And a lot of times we gotta tell them, "Y'all stop worrying." Dealerships stop
Like,
worrying about that. Stop worrying about extra
Roger,
payments.
you should be happy to see me, Roger. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm here to do business, right? Whatever it takes to get this deal through, I'm okay with the payments. Let's go.
Yeah. Cool stuff, man. And I just started a marketing agency this year, just for small businesses, help them work their Facebook and Instagram meta ads, and doing the business
Mm.
manager for them.
You
So
mind if they tap in with you? You mind if they?
absolutely, yeah, y'all could, if you need help with stuff like that, just send me a DM, and we can at least start talking about it. You can get self-educated on it, even if you don't want to give your money to me or anybody else. But yeah, sure.
Tap in with them, family.
And
Tap
that's
in.
the thing, learning this consumer law stuff. It hasn't slowed me down with trying to make money, but I'm not going out and looking for a job, right?
Mhm.
I'm not looking for an extra job, But if I can now, I'm learning these taxes. If I can open up a business and start benefiting just from having businesses,
Man,
and I'll, with the family business, I'll have to go in on those grants you're talking about, because
man,
we business for a few years. So go ahead and take advantage of that too, because I mean, I know there's a lot of that
man.
going on.
Y'all, if y'all, I'll say this. Go, because I got folks that just send me things. They was like, all these corporations giving 50K grants. They have to give it to small business. It's not an option, family. They have to. So long as your business is structured, meaning you have 2 years, you probably don't even have to have that. I'm just giving you what I gave them. Gave them 2 years of business. Let them know I was in 2 years of business. I haven't even did my business taxes yet, y'all. So I was able to get a grant without even doing my business taxes yet. Okay, you just gotta actually have a business bank account. You gotta make sure you have all your, meaning your EIN letter. You gotta have all those documents, because those are the one thing they did ask me for. But there are some companies out there that do no doc loans, meaning they're not really asking for. They just want you to know if you got a business bank account and boom. They need somewhere to put the money in, because once the money in, they can go in and write off and say, okay, we did business with XYZ.
Dang,
We sent them that. Here's our write off.
that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
But
That
appreciate
make,
you, Sean. But y'all
yes,
tap
sir.
in with them. If y'all can't tap in with them, definitely to get some business information on the middle, on that side. Okay. All right. Me, myself, I'm learning as well, family.
Half.
Because that's a whole nother world. And
Yeah.
we must understand, family. There's so much free money out here for us to use for our benefits. Okay. Again, if you ever get in your situation of a company asking you, well, what are you using these funds for? Okay. You got to understand, family. You can't say things like, well, I want to go pay all my bills. Well, I want to go get a family. Say things like, hey, I want to expand. It's for expansion. Okay. I have certain things systems I want to implement, and I can't do that right now with my current cash
Right.
flow. Okay, literally, you can get creative, family. And again, if you can't get creative, start following some professional business page. As y'all see, the folks that I follow on my page, there's two guys that I specifically follow. Um, one talks about taxes. One talks about just business structure. Period. S corps, C corps, LLCs. Just getting that information, family, is definitely going to help you when you really start moving. Because as y'all know, we're supposed to be creating people, meaning EINs, and doing business amongst those EINs, meaning that person is supposed to be doing business with that person, and it's all supposed to be ran under a holding company, the holding company under a
Mm,
trust company. You see what I'm saying? So, family, this is what the wealthy is doing. All right, it's not a secret. It's just being due diligent and actually asking the right questions.
that's right. And
Okay,
that is something on my radar now, man. Learning the trust,
man,
getting a holding company, and starting your LLCs. Ooh wee.
man.
Uh, I appreciate. I'm gonna let you have
Appreciate
your
you, man.
let you have
Appreciate
your
you.
floor back, man. Thank you so much, and we'll stay tapped in.
Oh, yeah, definitely,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna shoot you a DM.
All righty.
All right, appreciate you, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Peace and love. Oh yeah, we can turn these comments back on. Hold on. All right. So, family, as you can see, well spoken. He can articulate himself. All right. I meant to ask him how long he's been studying. Okay, I meant to ask him how long he's been studying. But as y'all see, family, that type of confidence doesn't just pop. Okay, it just doesn't just happen. You have to build to that moment. And like he said, he still had times where his older self would say, "Ah, that's a high payment," but his higher self is confident enough to outwill his lower self. Okay, and he was able to get the vehicle. All right, so we're gonna stay. Oh, he says he's been studying for 9 months. 9 months. 9 months. If you didn't know any better, you would definitely think you'd be studying way more than 9 months. Okay. All right. So again, shout out to Sean. Shout out to the family. Which great that the family is safe. Okay, and Sean got a good head on his shoulders. He's leading his family in the right place. I know he got kids on the way as well. Shout outs to Sean, family. Shout out to Sean. All right, definitely an example. He's definitely an example. But all of y'all can be examples as well. Okay, I know a lot. I know we go back and forth. A lot of people call me scammer. A lot of people call me I don't do anything for the people. All right, but that's all cool and fine today. Okay, but at the end of the day, the ones that are actually being due diligent are actually winning, family. Okay, I know when he was talking, a lot of y'all was like, "What?" They gave him options because I was listening to him. I'm like, "What? They ain't never gave me no." All right, because when you start articulating something, they start showing you all types of damn options you didn't even know you had. Okay, so remember when you step your foot in there, ask them, hey, well, okay, I understand I got that option, $50,000, okay, 20,000. Okay, what about the option of a no money down option? Because I know that there is an option for that. And if they say that there's not, ask them, well, can we create one? Can we create one then? Man, y'all, if this is the best time to be alive, oh my God. Man, I always told myself I wanted to be a teenager during the 90s because it's like in the 90s, it's like it was lit. But this is like the best time to be alive. Okay? We are creating. If you can't see that, all right, we out here creating. If we can't, if you don't have that option, let's create the option. What we gotta do? Do I gotta come with y'all with some terms or provisions? Because that's what we would do if that's what they would say. All right, family, they couldn't do this 20 years ago. It wasn't this accessible. We're literally on damn Instagram right now, learning some information that's gonna change everybody's life if they tap in. Stop worrying about the money, how much a class is. Okay? No, nowhere did we say I'll go buy this, go buy like literally. Read your contract, family. Use the words in the contract against them. One powerful thing he said was, I reserve my rights to amend the contract. Man, write that down. I reserve my rights to amend the contract. Because now I can wake up 2 months later and say, hey, you remember when I said I reserved my rights to amend the contract? I'm going to go ahead and amend the contract today. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer uh rights back to me, all right? Because it seems to me that I'm not benefiting by not getting my proceeds. Okay? So again, family, take notes. Take notes. Go study. Go read. Go read. All right? The reason why I made a post today about DNA. All right, because I was talking with somebody today, and we was talking about DNA. I was like, you know what? I don't even know what DNA stand for. We just be running with terms. Do anybody know what DNA stands for? And it all makes sense. Don't think I'm going off topic. It all makes sense. Do anybody knows what DNA stands for? If you don't, please Google it and please comment it below. And y'all tell me if y'all have ever seen that on the back of some ingredients. Because I was talking to somebody today. We was like, hey, yo, I could have sworn I seen that name on the back of some ingredients. What's that? Nucleic acid? I done seen that on a bag of chips or something like that. I could have sworn I ate that in some. It's just me, y'all. Make sure y'all look back at them ingredients. Make sure y'all don't see deoxy nucleic acid. Okay, make sure you don't see that because y'all might be eating DNA. Goddamn, I think we're eating DNA. And I remember Tupac saying something like, "Yo, America eats his babies," but people thought he was who knows what he was talking about. But I think he was talking about we actually are eating our DNA, family. Okay, I done seen that name on the back of something that I was eating before. I done seen that on the back of a chips or something. I just some Doritos or something. I done seen nucleic acid. I was like, oh hell nah. Okay, but anyway, DNA. Okay, they say DNA is what it stores instructions for the body. Let me say it again. DNA holds instructions for the body. DNA holds instructions. And then it made damn sense. I was like, hey, yo, I'm supposed to be unlocking DNA because this DNA has certain instructions for me. Each DNA I unlock is another form of instructions. That's my 10 commandments that I'm supposed to be going by. Okay, like literally, the DNA that's inside you has been passed down through lineage. You're supposed to be opening up that DNA and reading the instructions. Now, how do I do that? Okay, I gotta be in the best form. Even me right now, family, I'm not in my pure form. Okay, it's some nights I don't remember my damn dreams, and I hate it. Every time I don't remember a dream, that let me know I'm a little off balance. Okay, but there's DNA in us that holds instructions on our purpose. Now imagine not tapping into your DNA. You doing all things that has nothing to do with your purpose. Everything you doing is not fulfilling your purpose. That's why everything you do, it feels like, man, this something's not it. This ain't getting it. I know that feeling, family. All right. You got to really start tapping into your DNA. A lot of us don't even know our DNA. You got a lot of us walking around calling ourselves African American. Man, that's a conversation for another day, man. Folks out here so confused. Folks are so confused, family. DNA holds instructions. Imagine being lost from your DNA. Imagine, look, somebody say we only use 10% of our DNA. You know how do you How do you look at somebody and say that? How do you articulate that in a conversation? Like, hey, you only use 10% of your DNA. How do you muster that sentence? We do it all just think about that. How do you even fathom that? Like, hey, you only use 10%. And we we want to be like, well, we only use 10%. It's like, yo, what are we doing? If we're only using 10% and we're doing what we're doing now, just imagine that 40, 50. Imagine that. Imagine that 60%. I remember getting 60s in school, and that was an F. You see what I'm saying? Imagine giving 60%. You give 60% in anything. That's terrible. 10%, man. We not even trying. I'm looking at statistics like what? They say we use 10%. Like what? Who what? What was what was compared for a person to say, hey, you're only 10%, hey, you 100%. What did they compare to be able to see what 100% looked like? You see what I'm saying? Like, how did you muster up and say, hey, we're only using 10%? How did we get to that point? That's what I'm saying. Goku gotta be the 100%. Super Saiyan. Ain't no way we can see somebody that's 100%. It's like you go 100%, you start becoming the skin crawler. You can start shape shifting and man, you can be that cow. You can be that cat. Some of y'all got the same animals that be following y'all around. Don't know that, man. It's an entity. All right. It's something that's maybe down your lineage that's supposed to be protecting you or supposed to be harming you. Because I was like, ain't no way these are just regular ass damn birds, man. Ain't no way. I remember sometimes once I'm sitting on my balcony, a red bird just landed in front of me. I'm like, yo, what? Look at it. Like, what's it? Red bird leave, blue bird come. I'm like, yo, what's going on? I started trolling. I was like, well, if they see me, I'm about to start dancing. Like, I started trolling. I started trolling because I'm like, yo, what? I can't take this serious. Like, what? Isn't just a random ass animal. Of all the places to fly, this bird lands on my balcony. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I gotta start looking at these animals different. Some people probably use these animals as vessels, temporary vessels. Because who's gonna second guess a damn pigeon? Who's gonna second guess an alley cat? You got skin crawlers that turn into homeless folks. Man, nobody looks at the homeless folks. A lot of people just walk right past them. I know a lot of CIA members dressed up as homeless and act like they homeless and they be around certain neighborhoods. That's real, fam. Okay? It's real. All right, I say that to say, yo, we got a lot of information to uncover, fam. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, forget all the African history, forget all the great Rome history, forget all the great Greece history, all the great China and Genghis Khan and all the great Indian nations. Man, who cares? Okay, we need to talk about the information, the history that we got right here on Turtle Island. Some of us don't even know what Turtle Island is, family. Some of us think we are in the United States. Somebody asked me, how do I start off my tender payment? I mean, my best answer to that is, what's your purpose? You know, what's your purpose? What's your purpose for sending off a tender? You know, I would say, I would advise everyone that's beginning, write down 5 purposes. All right, what is the reason why you sending things off? Why do you want to tender a payment? Okay, why do you want to get a, you know, why? And I love all my African brothers too. I'm not here to. We're not down talking to anybody. I just said I'm tired of talking about all the great things these other countries done. Listen, can we talk about some Turtle Island history? Can we talk about the pyramids that was built over here? Can we talk about, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot of information here, family. And after you endorse your bills, what's gonna be your purpose next? I know a lot of y'all are still focusing on your bill because you haven't got past that yet, but I'm here to let you know, what are you gonna do after you get past your bills, family? Have you even thought about that? A lot of y'all haven't even thought about that. You so focused on the bill. Man, just tell me how to get out my bills, man. Just tell me. Okay, and then what? And then what? What you gonna do then? Okay, you got to really think about it. After you endorse your bills, and then what? Because that's when real life starts. And a lot of people try to say, well, after I get all my bills, I'm going to help everybody. Like, whoa, wrong answer. Wrong answer. Everybody isn't here to help everybody. You got some people that are messengers. You got some people that are here to just build. Focus on you and build. Because people watching you, that's the way they're going to learn. But you trying to intentionally help people, that might not be your calling. Your calling might be to just build, get selfish, build, and let people admire you, get inspired. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. After you get done with finances, and then what? People be like, travel. Great. And then what? What's your purpose of traveling? Seeing new things? Great. What's going to be your purpose? You see how we say, you know what I'm saying? When we say all the same, well, I want to be able to begin to be able to travel. Yeah, you can travel. What you gonna do? Just go to different places, get drunk, shake your ass? What you gonna do? What's your purpose for traveling? You know how many people travel and go to the same type of situations? They go here, they go to whole other countries, and then go to a club, get drunk, don't even remember what happened. You see what I'm saying? Like, what is your purpose? Now, if I want to travel, I want to go see some things. Yeah, I'm cool with drunk, getting, drink. Yeah, that's cool. But at some point, we need to explore, okay? We need to explore. I didn't come over here to this country to pass out drunk and not remember nothing. But that's what most people do. They travel, get drunk as hell, and don't remember anything. Don't remember nothing. Okay. Now don't let me spoil y'all fun, but okay, what else, family? What else? What else? After you get done traveling, what else? What's gonna be your purpose? A lot of people are like, well, let me just get to that point before. No, my friend, because you don't understand how fast life can change. You could end up start traveling wherever you wanted to go next month. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know. The system might change right now. Did y'all know on the food stamps application it's changed? Did y'all know the food stamps application has changed for the good? Now I was asking you, are you the registered owner? Are you the beneficiary or something like that? Now I was asking you those type of questions. Before I never asked you that. So clearly we're doing something as a whole. Yeah, a lot of people messing it up, but there are a lot of people that are doing it right. Okay? And I think it's good. I don't think it's bad. I knew change was coming when I sound like somebody from the 70s. I knew change
change was coming. I knew change was coming when Bank of America came out with no money down on houses for minorities. When they said that, I'm like, look at them. Now they're about to start doing what they're supposed to do, but they're going to make it look like they're helping. I'm going to say it again. Corporations going to start looking like they're helping, but they're actually doing what they were supposed to originally be doing. Imagine a car company coming out and saying, hey, guess what? It doesn't matter what your credit is, bad credit, no credit, come on down, we'll put you in something today. They already said that now. But when you get down, there's a whole different story, right? Yes. Yes. All right, family. So get your contracts, read your contracts. Read them till you're sick. Read them till you tired of reading. Read it until you know what it's saying without even looking at it. And that takes time. Okay, that takes time. All right, for those that are interested in a course, okay, I do have courses going on right now. We are celebrating us hitting 88,000 followers on Instagram. We extended the discount. Okay, all of my classes individually are $88. All right, you can get all of my classes for a bundle deal of 300. Okay, meaning 300, you're getting my benefits of being a tenant, which used to be my Never Pay Rent Again, which was a very misleading title. Okay. You can get my contract exposed class. Now it is called Benefits of Reading Your Contract. That's the same class. All right. I also have a beginner course going over the acts and laws that you need to know when moving forward on this journey. All right. And lastly, I have a class called Endorse and Enforce Reloaded that shows you exactly how to properly endorse your bill and how to exactly articulate your instructions, family. Remember, every DNA has instructions, but imagine if those instructions don't get over to the correct department. Okay, those instructions are important. So if you get all those class, family, that's enough. That's enough to build a school. All right, we already have a school. We got about 7,000 students that are enrolled in our school. Okay, shout out to Dr. Umar. No shade, no shade, no shade, no shade. But but yeah, y'all go ahead and grab that. Discount will be going on until next Monday. Tap in. Me and Dev Hawk. All right, we have a class coming August 10th for those that is getting beat down by child support. Okay, on both sides. For those that are getting beat down on child support on both sides, tap into the class that we got August 10th, August 11th. For those that are good dads that you are providing, but the child support agency is whooping your ass, come on at August 10th. All right, that class is $100. We're doing a 2-for-1, meaning you spend that 100, you get two classes August 10th and August 11th. August 10th is going to be with Dev Hawkins. He's going to show you how to eliminate child support. All right, day two, I'm going to show you how to get your money back, your cash back. And a lot of people are saying, well, are you taking money out of the kid's mouth? No, we are not, because we are going to force the states. We're informing the states to utilize the credits that are already available. Okay, because you got to remember, child support is trying to act like you owe something when you don't, family. It's just like a bill. You don't owe anything. Everything is already prepaid. The problem is we aren't giving them instructions to go ahead and satisfy that prepayment. Okay? So come on, August 10th, August 11th. All right, I also have a mentorship September where we going over taxes, how to properly endorse your bill, how to properly build a case. All right, I don't give legal advice, but I give you information or what I would do in my situation. All right, and where many have done and have been successful. All right, you should use your own discernment. Okay, use your own discernment. Please don't just take a class and just start sending things in. Please read. Please have discretion, family. Okay, there's a lot of information, and the worst thing you can do is rush. Okay, because that is considered fraud. Doing something without having a righteous heart. Okay, that is fraud. That's moving in not good faith. Okay, that's fraud, family. So no matter how much you want to get out your bill, it doesn't matter. You need to learn what's going on, or You're defrauding the system. Okay? It's really that damn simple. It's not really rocket science. I'm only talking slow because I know a lot of folks need to grasp that. Okay? A lot of folks need to grasp that. There's a lot of information out, family. All right, if you don't have a dime to your name, okay, that's okay. Oh, damn, my damn light went out. Hold on. Hold up. Hold on, family. Let me cut this light off. Hold on. All right, we back. Nah, ain't no black guy. All right. Hey, I know somebody gonna say so. Nah. I got my ring light linked to my other laptop. So when my laptop died, my ring light came out. But yeah, but anyway, so as you understand, family, all is free information. If you don't have a penny available right now, if you don't have a penny, hold on, good. Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? All right, cool, we good. Peace. What's going on? Path to freedom, to go. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Oh, what's going on? What y'all told? What's up? What's up? Okay, yo, we good then. Yeah, we good. But yeah, peace.
Well, hello there.
What's going on? Yeah, they didn't know it was
Nah,
like this.
they ain't know. I said, you know what? Let me go jump on real quick.
Straight
Hello,
up,
everybody.
straight
They
up.
don't know, look, that we hooked together by they don't know yet.
Peace. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad, like I say, Texas back rolling. I don't know if it's all the way good in Texas.
Yeah, we was raining for a week. We good now, though.
Okay, y'all. Man, y'all, make sure y'all follow her, man. For sure. Make sure y'all follow her. All right, I just want to say I appreciate you for the information that you gave me. All right, I know we had the ripple. People were saying, ha, 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 ha. All right, but y'all, it was my fault. I had an ego, and I thought you know what I'm saying? I had to, I had to lay low. I had to lay low. I had to talk to her. She gave me some great insight, and I had to understand, like, I'm the baby. And I just want to say I appreciate you. So people can hear me say, I already done did it before. All right, but I want people to understand that because people still trying to put us together. None of that is gonna work, family. All right, none of that is gonna work. All right, we out here pushing this information for the folks, and we
That's
gonna
right.
do it the proper way. For
That's right.
sure.
All hands on deck. I keep telling
For
y'all, all hands on
sure.
deck.
For sure. Make sure y'all can hear me. Mine keep going now. Can y'all hear me? We good?
I hear you.
All right, cool. Yeah, we good.
What
What you got
you on
coming
here?
up? You good? What you got coming up? I need to come on out there. Yo, we need to throw some. What's up?
I know, right? You know, I'm finishing up the trust class this weekend, so we got that. And so that'll be Saturday and Sunday. You'll be on there for that.
For sure.
And so once that's done, let's sit down and all hands on deck.
All hands on deck. All hands
We
on
are
deck.
hands on deck now.
Y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned for this link, family. Okay, I'm learning things, and I'm gonna be an even better teacher from the things I'm learning. Okay, it's a lot of information coming for the folks, but not too much info. Not too much. Just for the ones that can grasp.
That
Okay,
part.
it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, and everybody's damn sure not gonna make it. For sure. For sure.
But those that's supposed to will. So between between you and me, they'll be all right.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
I told y'all there's going to be some collabs going on that y'all didn't even expect to
Mm-hmm.
go on. And anytime the enemy tried to have a feud between me and him, and there was never a feud, I'm like, oh, okay, that's because we're supposed to be together to reach the people. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? And so, because
Sure.
he got a part, he got a part. Because I told y'all on my last live, if y'all need to know anything about that Federal Reserve Act, where to go, because he know it. But now he done went further with it, with the information. But it took him to have that foundation
Mm-hmm.
with the Federal Reserve Act and everything, and the Bill of Exchange Act. And I keep telling y'all that Bill of Exchange. So now, because he has that foundation, he can go that step further, because we are still students. I'm still a student. Regardless of how much I know, I'm steady learning. And now we can put aside egos and stuff and say, look,
Sure.
we were chosen to do this for the people. So now let's join together, because you got a part. I told y'all it's like a pie. He got a part, I got a part, Credit Jennings got a part, CPA got a part. We put all that together. We got a whole bunch of winners. Because at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, we want everybody to be on the same level that we are on, with the foundation of education, and more importantly, our pocketbooks. Point blank,
Mm-hmm.
period. So yeah, I say today would be a good day to just surprise them. Like, oh, y'all thought we was against each other. No,
Facts, facts.
no. And the only reason we were supposed to go live when I was in Miami, but I took a break because he is down there. But it's coming, y'all. It's definitely coming. We're gonna
And
definitely
I,
link and
and
put
I
the
just
pieces
want to,
together.
I just want to say for the people, y'all, if it wasn't for this woman, I wouldn't have known nothing about the prospectus report. Okay, not nothing. When she was telling me, "Hey, listen, I know you know the bill of exchange, but you stopped there," and I was like, "Damn, she's right. I did just stop at the bill of exchange." She said, "Keep going. Go to the prospectus. That's gonna lead you down an even bigger rabbit hole, but you have the foundation, which is all gonna make sense, y'all." And y'all, it's something that changed my life, fam. I feel like the same energy I had when I first learned the bill of exchange, I'm getting that same hunger again. Again, I just want to appreciate you for that, family. Make sure y'all follow her page, because again, y'all, there's levels to it. All right, I don't know everything. There's folks out here that's doing some amazing shit. Okay, some amazing shit for sure, for sure.
Y'all heard it, but y'all said, we joining together too. It's all hands on deck. We got 5 more months left in this abundant year,
Oh yeah,
right?
oh yeah,
So I
yeah.
know you're getting ready for the 888 Lions portal. I know you're getting ready
Mm.
for it.
You, you see my face? You
Look.
see 888? You see my
Look,
face?
and you already know it's 888 on 8/8/2024 equal 8. I'm gonna send you some stuff to get yourself prepared, because baby, I've
Send
been
it,
tapping
send it over.
in.
Send it over, send it over, send it over. All right, send it. We locked in. We locked
Absolutely.
in.
What you on here talking about today?
Well, I just had a guy come in. He went to the dealership, and was able to take his contract home. They was trying to basically strong arm him, and he was able to come back with his options. All right, they was wanting to put a down payment down, but he was like, "Is there any options for a zero down payment?" And he was able to drive off with a 2024 SUV.
Beautiful, beautiful. So tell him that when it's time for that 30-day payment, right before it's time for him to do the payment, it's the best time to discharge it, right? So tell him to do the stamp endorsing, tell him to get the assignment form. It's in their prospectus. And you gotta scroll through the prospectus. You will see an assignment form at the bottom. Have him do the assignment form, the stamp endorsing, but make sure that he takes away their security interest, their right to repossess, right? And then to make sure he get a check back. So now when you pay a car off immediately all that interest and stuff has to be taken off. Tell
Mm-hmm.
him to do it for that full amount, because that'll give him a credit on the account where they have to turn around and give him a check for
See,
it,
what the thing
right?
is, he's in a situation where a week later, the car got totaled.
What?
A week later. A
What?
week later.
But he had insurance,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he
Okay.
got the whole 9 yards, all bells and whistles.
So
Yeah, yeah.
even with the insurance, because what the insurance is going to do, the insurance is going to pay for it, right?
They did.
So okay, so they pay for it, but he can still do the step endorsing
Mm-hmm.
to send it to the car company, so that will create a credit on his account, so he can get the bag. Because at the end of the day, we want the bag
Exactly.
at the end,
Exactly.
right? So then that way he'll be able to get him a bag,
Sean, I
and then it'll show
hope you
on his
listening.
credit.
I think
Yeah,
he's
shot me.
still on here. I think he's still on here. Sean, I hope you listening, family. Hope you listening. Man.
And next time, Sean, pray over your car. Light some incense over or something. Put some protection over that car so you won't total the next one.
Hey, but
You know,
it was really like on some irony, because before he even got the car, he said, "I'm gonna get this car for the specifics of the account, not even for the car." So when he lost the car, he came to the conclusion like maybe this was the universe testing me. Like, hey, if you let's see if it's about the account, I'm gonna take the car away, and let's see if you still gonna focus on the account, because most people, when they don't have the car, they don't even think about the account no more.
absolutely. But that account is still there. And
Exactly.
so, and then they need to turn around. If he doesn't have a trust, set up his trust, assign the gap insurance to his trust, but then he need to get with the CPA to file that 1041, because that's a security that's still out there. So he need to do the 1099 barter form, the 1099A, and file it up under the trust properly. And then that's constantly, he's still going to get a check for it. They still going to have to pay him, because it ain't, the car is the perk.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that it's the security out there that still belongs to him. So yeah, that's what they need to do.
Sean, pen, paper. I'm gonna post this live up because for people that need to follow along. But family, write what she's saying down, okay? If you can't grasp it right now, just write it down. Just write it down and go look up the things and then start building your journey, okay? You're not gonna get it all in one night. I know some people right now, like, oh, I'm gonna do that right now. Nobody go that. Okay, family, just relax, stay calm. All right, some people are ready, some people are not. If you're not ready, that's okay. You're
Get
in good
yourself ready.
hands. Exactly. You're in good hands. You in good hands. Get ready. All right. Appreciate you, goddess. Appreciate you. I need to call you. We need to call. We got to
We
talk. We got to talk. We got
gotta
to
talk. Absolutely, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. You want me to? Hold on, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to somebody else out here. You want me to see me? I'm gonna send you a name. My CPA on this live. She on every live I get on. I don't care what page I'm on. She said, can she come up? You?
Go ahead, man. All right, get out the way. Go
No,
ahead.
we ain't getting out the way. We standing together, baby. We standing together.
Yeah, she can come.
Okay, she about to send you the request to come up.
I got two folks to request. Which one is? I got
What you got?
Aramis from home and
You got
somebody
SW consultant.
SW. No, that's somebody else. And Charles, like, okay, here we go. SW. All right.
There she go.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, I want to see some powerhouses
Yeah, I'm
all
about
on
to.
one. Y'all look, it's y'all
I'm
lucky
about to be
day.
like, what? I ain't saying nothing. What?
There she go.
Peace and love.
Hey,
Peace
boo.
and
Hey,
love.
hey, y'all.
Hey,
Peace. God is peace.
Hey, did he get that 2848 in?
Nah, he haven't got it. He haven't got that in yet. But what do we need to do? What do we need to
definitely
do?
I'm
I'm
gonna
got to
let
listening.
I get them back in like 2 days.
definitely got to get that 2848, because then that gives him the authority through the IRS to do his securities, because they filled it out on his behalf, because he gave them the power of attorney, which is in the contract itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what people fail to realize, that when you waive POA through them, that's good, but you have to let all the parties know, which is also the IRS, right? And
Mm-hmm.
since I'm gonna call you because there's something particular that you need to add to that 2848, which gives them the ultimate control over their entire estate, right?
Gotcha.
And then with the 56 and the 56F, one of those 56s need to be sent over to the Treasury, because when they don't want to listen to you, you have now made the Treasury the fiduciary too. So when they don't do what you want, you be like, okay, don't worry about it. I'm sending it to my backup. Right. So since I'm gonna send you that when we get off.
Absolutely. I'm here for it. We got some things shaking over here. We got something that'll sell when cotton won't. I guarantee. I guarantee you, people are getting remedies. And he needs to do an OID on it
Yeah,
too, because they went and got their original issue discount. So he might as well get his.
definitely.
And as
I
y'all can
put
see,
yeah, yeah. Like I would, I run it's a 1099B on that insurance, and I
Yeah,
go get the PSIP number on it and slide that right on the 1041 filing.
yeah. So
let,
you
let me
got it
talk.
from the insurance and from the car company, because every contract we sign, there's one. But then if they turned around and assign the title to the state, that is another one. So remember how everything is in threes? That's your threes right there. So we leaving checks on the table with the DMV. That's one. And then you got two, the gap insurance. You got the regular insurance. And then you got the dealer within itself. And then if he did it as a finance, if they sent his contract to 15 different banks, financial institutions, that's a check from each one of them, and people be leaving all of their checks on the table.
Let me ask y'all this. When she was talking about the QSIP, what is the ways that, for those that don't know, how can they find their QSIP so they can have a reference point?
So we've been.
If y'all can share that. I don't know if that's
Nah, it's not a secret because we told them.
okay.
They can log into their IRS portal and go to wage and income transcripts, and they'll see the 1099Bs that have been filed on their report,
Mm-hmm.
and they can do FOIA and get the 1099B. They
Yeah.
can request it from the IRS and get the original KESIP numbers that were at the bottom that were filed on their behalf.
And that is the IRS location in Atlanta that you do the FOIA to be able to get them. And then you have to realize it's just been the end of a quarter. So June 30 was the end of the quarter. So this is the time now to see which ones have been filed. So for last year, they had till April the 30th, which is that April 15th deadline, has nothing to do with us. They have to get their books in order, right? So every
Right.
quarter is when they turn it in. So this is the prime time now to see what they did last quarter, so that you can file properly, because they didn't already let the IRS know security was there. Now it's up to us to let them know too, so that the books can be balanced, so that they get paid, you get paid, everybody get paid.
Yep, they're not. And now is the time when I would be redeeming all of those because it's the end of the quarter coming up. Like the 1099s, like we've been telling y'all to push those 1099As through the 1099Bs because I was looking at it today. The batch codes have changed. So everything they're accepting everything. If y'all didn't get them in right, if y'all don't have those 28 48s in correctly, if you don't have that 56F in correctly, if you don't have that 56 in, things are about to, they're not going to shake in your favor. They're not going to shake in your favor. The same thing that Auntie has been preaching, y'all were behind on the curve, because I personally checked mine. And everything that I sent through is on my transcripts.
Yep. And once it's on
And
your
y'all are
transcript,
going back through and then applying them to the tax years. Y'all can go back and retrograde those tax years. Stop being scared of these folks.
mm,
And the QSIP, I saw somebody, it popped up in the comments, the QSIPs go on those 1099Bs, those barters and exchanges.
yeah, that's where the
Okay.
QSIP number go to.
Okay.
Even
Okay.
And everybody be forgetting about this app that we own, because Meta Show got a QSIP number on us. All of our accounts are registered as mortgage-backed securities. So don't forget it, but don't leave Meta out. Please don't leave
Don't
Meta
leave
out.
anybody
Nobody.
out. I'm right. Like I tell all the folks that came over, um, their liens and stuff are getting they're getting released. Like we're not playing with these folks. And it's like I told a couple of people, it's simple fixes. If you had paid attention to the form, the answer was there.
Right.
But that's
Yeah.
what uh, but that's what y'all have us for. Y'all can always ask questions. It's not, there are no stupid questions. It's just when you don't read, that's what irritates us.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Everybody go pull that
That
IRS manual and get to
that
reading it,
hurts.
because it give you all the answers, and you have to realize you did a barter with everybody. And the reason that is on your income, when you know the definition of income and you know the definition of wages, that's how you know that your CUSIP number is there. You just have to know what it is that you're looking at. And that's why we tell everybody, set up your ID.me. I don't want to hear, oh, they want my biometrics, give it to them. If I'm going to give my biometrics to anybody, it's going to be to the IRS so that they can know that it is you. Because with every contract you're signing, you're giving away your power of attorney. And like she said, if you don't have that 2848 on file, you don't have a leg to stand on. You have to take your power back. And that 2848 and that 56 and 56F, it puts you in a position to run your estate so you can get out of minor status with all of these corporations and these companies that you're signing. And when they know, because they know immediately. Once that 2848 is put in and you have removed their POA, they get an alert immediately. They may even call you like, oh, well, what is this? Was it a mistake? You better know, I better stand on business and know what to say to these people. No, that ain't no mistake. And now all of the taxes that they're saying that you owe, they're going to owe that. And in the end, it's going to look like an overpayment to you for whatever amount that was, original issue discount, whatever the security amount is. And then now that turns as a credit to you on your transcript. Like you heard her say, everything is on her transcript. There's two ways to get that off. You can file your 1041, but then you can set up properly with the bank and you assign the bank as, now you assign them as the security transfer agent to go in there and say, hey, I got 1.2 million of IRS credits. You heard what I said on my account. Can you cash them out? And then now that's where the 80-20 rule come in. They get 20% for being your middleman. Because at the end of the day, you still need them because they're the ones that's in position to go to the treasury window to get us paid, y'all.
Y'all aren't utilizing the IRS. And if y'all were paying attention on these trusts, Auntie said it earlier, trusts are tax exempt. And if I pull the manual today and I send it over, like if y'all are trust exempt organizations have to file what? A 990. I'm just gonna sit that out there and see who's gonna go read on that one. I'm gonna
Man,
see
right
who's
there.
gonna go read on it and why you can file the 990. Maybe Auntie will give y'all a little bit of insight, but I'm leaving the insight where it's at because she already know why I said it.
The insight is in the publication 990. Go look it up. Go look it up. Ain't nothing like you knowing for yourself. Because what if all three of us drop off the face of the earth today? What you gonna do? You gonna run to somebody else's page and try to get, and ain't nobody teaching this, and I'm telling y'all that. Nobody is teaching about these IRS credits. And if they are, they want a whole bunch to show you a little bit. And then I know some personally that know this and they ain't saying shit to nobody. They just acting like, oh well. And I think that is wrong, which is why it took me a minute to be like, damn, we need to show them, you know. And so we like, yeah, because if we all do this, then we have taken away the control. And not just that, we balance the books. Like, and the books are balanced. They can't do half of what they're doing because they need debt to control us. But when you know how to control debt and that debt is really your friend, debt is really your friend. Because the more debt you got, the bigger check you get because those are securities that you put out here for you to redeem. You got to go redeem it.
Yep, we're here for it. Generation skipping credits. Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
Damn, say it again. Generation
Generation
skipping credit.
skipping credits. Where y'all at? If y'all want to talk about real nasty work, let's do that one.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's the reason why people ain't gotta pay nothing. Everybody tax exempt on here.
Everybody, I keep telling y'all that. Everybody, even for your job, the damn forms say voluntary. I'm voluntarily not about to give you anything, right? None. And due to the fact that they're getting money from our trust, they are the ones that are responsible for the taxes. But because we keep giving them POA, acting like we're incompetent and don't know how to handle our business, then they're going to continue to do what they do. Because once you take over under that 2848, you better know what you're doing. Or you better have a CPA that know what she's doing, right? And at the end of the day is a check. I keep telling y'all, every 90 days they get a check. Who don't want a check every 90 days? But if your trust ain't set up properly, your estate not set up properly, how you going after the estate without an estate? Did y'all catch that? Let me say it one more time. How y'all going after an estate without an estate? Y'all keep looking at the fact that estates say deceased. Well, ain't your all capitals letter dead as damn? So shouldn't you have an estate for that? That part.
And all estates need to be filed. All estates need a 1041.
Yeah.
Complex, simple, special trust, everybody need a 1041. Y'all are sitting on EINs that are money. Like, I have talked to so many of y'all, and y'all are like, oh, I have 10 EINs. And I'm like, y'all haven't
That's
filed
money.
anything on them?
That's money. And then have you done the proper paperwork with that CP 575 form to show that you are
Right.
the beneficial owner of that EIN number? Why you think that when you get an EIN, they shoot out another sheet, they got a coupon at the bottom of it? Do you know you're supposed to send that in to show them that you have the beneficial owner over that EIN? So when you do get a CPA or somebody to file your 1041s, everything in the system match so that it can go through smoothly and you can get them checks, right? That part.
It's process. Man. And the thing is, I love that there's a lot of beginners on here, so they're hearing this. I know when I was a beginner, nobody was articulating like this. You had to kind of get it over here, go over there, get it over there, but actually being able to listen, sit back, and hear folks that got results and articulate and let you know, hey, you got to do this. Hey, you got to do. Man, it's. I just want to let you. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, and I just want to say I appreciate both of y'all. And I haven't worked with the CPA, but just hearing the great things you've done, man, you heaven sent.
Ain't she? Ain't she? I said the same thing. I said, all right,
Man,
now God giving me gifts and stuff and helping the people.
yes, yes,
What?
I got y'all.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. Y'all just gotta stop being here, there, and everywhere.
that's it.
You have to focus and you gotta read. Like the IRS manual, y'all. Go pull it up and just start reading it. And you gonna be like, wait a damn minute. And yeah, like but when we give power of attorney to these corporations, they are supposed to file all of our taxes for us. They filing them, but putting us in the wrong
Exactly,
spot, right? That's the power of attorney that you gave to them, right? They are acting as custodians. The banks is acting as custodians over us. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, you want my mama or my
exactly,
daddy. Okay.
exactly.
Yep, y'all, and then y'all have I see some folks that I'm working with in the comments. They already know what's up. They know what's up, and they know their team wasn't playing with them. They had their stuff and came on with it. But yeah, y'all, people out here winning every day. I'm telling y'all need to get yourselves in position and start bankrolling that money. Those checks that we're getting you back, like bankroll that money into something that's gonna be long term,
Mm-hmm.
something that's gonna
That's gonna bring more money.
yeah,
Bankroll it
that's gonna
into
bring more money.
a universal index life insurance. That's like because now you didn't made yourself the bank, and guess what? It's protected. If the stock market fall tomorrow, those universe index will not fall. Okay, and then you make yourself the bank. You didn't put 250,000 in there, and in 30 days you go back and say, "Well, give me my 250,000 back." Right? But then your death benefit is still rising. And the banks do it. They have bank owned life insurances that they're using all of our money to do it. And then how many of you guys have signed a beneficiary over your bank account? Because they don't put it standing on a form. Like you have to go in there and say, this is who I want as beneficiary over my bank account. And then that's when you make the trust the beneficiary of the bank account. And then the trust don't have to pay taxes. So if something happened, your family is not stuck having to pay taxes or the account is locked up and it has to go through probate.
Take the money and front load the IUL policy and then run the key number on it, folks. Come on now. Where you
That part.
at?
That
You
part.
at?
Straight up.
You know, you can you can fund your universal index life insurance with a bill of exchange. Y'all on the phone with the bill of exchange, man. Like
And I was trying to, it all comes together
it
because we
all,
literally supposed to be creating our own
the,
documents.
the money is only supposed to go to aid to other countries. Y'all get mad about they sent $50 billion to Ukraine. Guess what? If you read, that's what the money was for.
Facts.
We the only ones that ain't supposed to be getting no government bailout using their money. The
Facts.
money is made to send over there. Why you think that they always sending it? But you like, why are they not doing nothing for us? Well, they did. They just didn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? And when you understand that you are on international foreign land, this is foreign land, right? So you keep hollering the United States and the Union or whatever, but where's the foreign land at? It ain't Washington D.C.
Mm.
But what state was the original Constitution wrote in? Mm, go look it up. That's where your international land is. So if you know the state, now go find the building. It's Google. It's free information.
Mm.
It's gonna say international on there. That's where you should be doing your dealings at.
I'm gonna put this out here too. They have some new stuff on the 1041 forms that y'all are missing, and it's like they're municipal bonds. Anybody with a startup business can get them,
Mm.
but you gotta know how to go get them. Auntie, can I give them just one?
Go ahead.
You
Go
gotta
ahead.
give some.
Give it to
It's a build. It's called Build America Bonds. They actually have banks that will give y'all. They will give y'all access to the bonds. Give you access to them. Build America bonds,
Build America
and you write them off on the
bonds.
1040. You get the interest back on the 1040s, and you don't have to use your credit, but you do have to have P&L, so you still gonna have to come see somebody. But like, you gotta be. They do them for not for profit and for profit companies. Y'all better be out here reading. Y'all better
and just
be
think
out
if
here
you
reading.
got and just think if you got 4 or 5 different EINs, those are all 4 or 5 different entities. So those are 4 or 5 different bonds. Like it's so much money out here. Nobody should be broke.
And it's so
Nobody.
easy to make an EIN.
But ain't it?
Oh
You could
my
do
goodness.
one a day, and they cut it off. You got 11 o'clock. I think it's Eastern Standard Time, or you rather do it the next day, and they ain't open on the weekends no more. That should tell you how is the government site, if they supposed to be government, ain't open on the weekends. That should tell you it's a private for-profit
Mm.
company, but that's who they're using to keep track. And like I keep telling y'all, there's a difference in the IRS and the Internal Revenue Service. They are not the same. One of them, which is the IRS Treasury, the one with the bird, okay, and not the X in their symbol, is where you want to be. Because that's checks and balances right there. Not just for us, for every company. But you have to remember you are a company. So start operating as the company that you are. They created this company for you. Thank you. They created your trust account for you. Thank you. Now learn how to operate and go get your bread.
Thanks.
They have literal, and you know what? It's not banks. It's credit unions that are giving out those municipal bonds.
Yeah, because the credit unions is owned by we the
Mm.
people and
Mm-hmm.
not like, yeah. So that's why Navy
Nonprofit
Federal,
entities.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a family member in them, I'll drop it's a website that you can pay. I think it's $15 for a lifetime, and it gives you access to any credit union without you having. Because Navy Federal love to get your stuff. I'm telling you that now. But if you don't have nobody in the Navy, it's I can't think of the name of it, but it's an organization, and you can sign it with that organization. They send you a nice little certificate via your email with a number on there. And when you go to apply for these different credit unions that have stipulations like, oh, this your family, is your veteran, you can use that number, and then now you can get into these credit unions.
$15.
Yeah,
Five some
yeah.
days.
Sometimes it's $5 depending on which company you go through. Like you got to learn
$5.
how to. While everybody's trying to beat this system, you can't beat a system that you didn't create. But can you absolutely join it? Learn your position and go down the yellow brick road until you find the
Exactly.
gold, right? And these companies be more apt to deal with you because they still getting paid. We not taking from them, right? But we're getting what belong to us because they're keeping everything. Talking about it's a damn gift. I'm tired of giving away gifts and ain't getting nothing in
For
return for
sure.
it.
to be in Santa Claus ain't getting nothing back.
That part.
Y'all better start sending these gifts into the treasury.
The treasury gonna go get your money for you. Okay, when I say they're gonna go get it and they're gonna send you a check, and guess what? The money that's owed to them, then they're gonna go to them companies, and them companies have to pay. They have to pay. And we have now changed the whole trajectory of the system that they're trying to put into place.
Y'all better y'all see how and I don't know if anybody saw what they did to Cash App, where they lowered limits, and if you go in there and look at it, they're pushing Bitcoin
Yep.
super hard now. They're lowering the cash that you can send, but they up the Bitcoin to I think like 100,000 a week or something like that.
Yeah.
Like yeah, they've upped it because that when they had that shutdown, we told y'all they went in there and they shook some stuff down. They
Yeah.
Dang, it's crazy
shook
that
it
you say
down.
that. I was having some issues with Cash App hitting limits. Some hitting my monthly limit. Like what?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, damn.
That's what it is. They changed the Fed wire. They changed a bunch with securities. They are going in. And I told them, I gave Auntie the date. I said they're not gonna be playing with you after their date in December. They're not getting ready to play with y'all.
Mm.
They are getting ready to shut some
So,
stuff down.
so let them know because we're on Mansa's live. Thank you for
Oh yeah,
having us.
All right,
oh yeah.
now.
So we're
So
on Mansa. We're on Mansa platform. So I do know some of our people are here, but let them know what is actually happening in December, and how Chase and Wells Fargo is about to take over, and they got to get the freezing account. So let his
Yeah.
followers know what
Let
is
us
exactly
know.
about to
A lot
happen.
of us don't know over here, so let us
so
know.
So they called a meeting. They called a meeting with us because I am at EA as well on a higher level. So they called it on a Friday.
Mm.
And they Chase, Wells Fargo, Cap One, Discover, everybody's working with the IRS now. So Chase is shutting people down if you have any sort of levy with them. They're shutting your account down. They're going to start taking that money, whatever is owed to the IRS. Y'all can go ahead and get gone. That's what they said. That's what
Yep.
that's what they're doing. They are taking over. If you owe the government, it's coming out your account. Anything that's attached to you, the only thing they're not touching is trust. They can't
Yep.
Yes, they
because
can't.
feds cannot infringe against a trust.
Which is why we keep telling y'all to put everything in your trust name. And then I'm going to post too. So the Beneficial Owner Act, or whatever it's called, that they were talking about some months ago, that everybody had to turn in their paperwork and etc. Then they paused that. Well, I'm going to put up a post from them that we, the people, have until August to go against that, because all of that's falling in line with what's going on in December,
Mm.
right? We, the people, have the right to go against that. Now, we could have went against it through our physical financial institutions when they started sending everybody updates last year. There are new terms and conditions. When they send you a new term and condition, you got 30 days to say, I'm not doing that, or I'm not doing this either. But you acquiescence, which is why they can turn your money over to digital coins when it happens, because it's about to happen.
Yeah,
Okay, it's Thailand, China, all of them have dropped the American dollar off of their stock market. What does that tell you? Like,
it's
y'all got
happening.
us to pay attention to international news as well as
Facts.
this crap that they trying to keep us distracted, this fake election and all of this other stuff. No, they talking right. You need to go left, and you need
Mm.
to see what they're not telling you. Right? Read the things they're not telling you. So
And so many people are getting those letters now, amounts that we never thought that the IRS would even come for. They're putting your account in status of levy or in jeopardy of levy and all of this good stuff like that. I have never seen so many
me
letters in my life.
neither. It's like everybody, y'all need to get y'all an ID.me and log on in, because that's what they hired all of them agents for, and they're
Mm.
going through, because you have to remember, and it ain't got nothing to do with y'all jobs, okay? Because that's compensation, right? That's a barter. I gave you energy, you gave me a check. It is about all of these securities that from cars and houses and things that you're signing. that they did not file the taxes on, but who you think they're coming to? They're coming to you, which is
Mm-hmm.
why they're asking them who is the beneficial owner. These financial institutions are going to throw you up under the bus. They're going to say, well, you the beneficial owner, even though they've been the one acting as beneficial owner all of this time. So that's why everybody's getting levied. It's about the securities that you have in the system that you have not paid taxes for. It has nothing to do with your job. So everybody get an ID.me account. Okay, it links you to the IRS, it links you to the Social Security Administration at one account, and check and see if you say levy, an attempt to levy on there, you need to respond to that. Like, and having a CPA can get it stopped. And having your estate set up so
Shut
she
it
can
down.
file the 1041s, because if not, they're putting all these levy notices out now. I think they got 90 days that coincide right with December, y'all, so that they can say, oh, you didn't answer. Some of y'all don't even know, because guess what? They ain't gonna mail you no letter. It's going to be on that account. You remember the paper reduction act, right? So they're not gonna mail you this levy form. They're gonna put it on your account that they know that you're not looking at. Then come December, when you try to go cash out something, and the bank say, oh no, your account has been levied because of the IRS, and it's gonna be too late then. So y'all gotta jump in here now. Like, y'all already late, but y'all need to jump on in, 2 feet in, head in, arms in, and let's go.
And don't
Let's
think
go.
and don't think that my team is being hard on you when we're asking you to go hard in the paint and get us what we ask you for. We trying to help y'all.
Exactly. Exactly.
because because I have, Auntie, like this week alone, we have received like 150 letters just from our folks.
See? People
Just from our
getting
folks.
levied.
Folks better be ready to run through the
Yeah.
wall.
Yes.
And then they gonna do it right before Christmas too, y'all. That's
Absolutely.
it's
They're gonna
right
garnish
before
your check right
Christmas.
before Christmas.
Mm.
They trying to call in martial law, because people is about to get the flip. The economy is already bad and inflation is already high, and because our dollar is not worth much in other countries, the inflation here is going to keep going up. So are you going to be on the right side of it? I can tell y'all why y'all think they give y'all receipts at Walmart. That's a 1099B. You did a barter exchange for Walmart. You got bleach, they got paid. It need to be recorded, right? It's not a gift.
Absolutely.
That's why they get a receipt and you get a receipt. Okay,
I'm
no,
so
go
I was
ahead.
gonna say I'm so glad you said that part about how if in the beginning they'll claim everything, but when it's all said and done, they're gonna throw you under the
Yeah,
bus. Whole time we don't even know what's going on. We just like, hey, what they
no,
talking about? 3 million? What? And whole
because we
time,
because we assigned them as
exactly.
POA. No, take that shit back. Do a 2848, put revoke all years, all periods on the top. Take your stuff back and then get the taxes filed properly. Guess what? They're going to be stuck with a tax bill. You're going to get a check. And if the check
Yep.
is in the trust name, now it's protected. Now that's money it is that you have. And then you turn around and you make that money grow.
You gotta watch them too, because they SBA has started handing out money again, and
They sure did.
they going through the credit unions, because we have a portal with lenders. Like, I'm in a portal with lenders, and they rolled that out. They rolled it out and nobody saw it. They offer
Nope, because they
them,
got them distracted.
Yeah.
yep, lines of credit. They anytime they start giving out money during an election year, come on now, some I need everybody to be
Yeah.
with me.
You got the
And
credit
then they
unions
approving
and the
them off the rip.
CFDIs. Yep. You
Yep.
got the credit unions and the CFDI lenders. If you don't know what a CFDI lender is, you better go look it up.
Yeah, I if you gonna grab the money, I grab the money and write it off, because everybody out here sitting with these SBAs, it's a whole packet. It's a whole packet that y'all will do, and they will go away.
Yep.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
Go get the
We didn't
Okay.
have
money.
and we didn't have people stamp endorsing the SBA loans, because the SBA is not they're not a federal organization, right?
Mm.
But if you go on their
IRS
website, it
isn't
says
either.
that it says that it's backed by the full faith and credit. So everything they got from the federal government. We have had people stamp endorsing their SBA loan form is paid off because it's still a big deal. And then
Correct.
turn around and do your taxes on it for your business. Because if your business, and she's a CPA, IRS professional, if your business is up under your trust, then that also your business expenses goes on a 1041. But if the business is if the trust is tax exempt, that means that the business is tax exempt too. And you know what that means? Ching ching, chinga chinga ching.
Go get the money. Go get the money.
Money.
Yeah.
Go get the money. Go get the money.
Get the money. Because if anybody's been paying attention to the circulars, and I know that's a real dorky thing to say, but if you've been
Mm.
paying attention to the circulars, they changed. They went in there and they changed the stuff on that 1041 form, and I was paying attention because I went to put something in on a line that I know like the back of my hand, and the line had moved down 3 spaces. So now I got like, what is this?
Yep.
What they put here? So why did the lines change? Y'all better start paying attention to these forms because they're giving away more money on these forms than y'all know.
Mm.
And Jackson Hewitt and H&R Block is sick
They
for
not going to
distraction.
get it for you.
They not going to get it for you.
How do y'all think I slid on here with the Build America bonds? It came from somewhere.
Make sure y'all write that down. I didn't even know what that was. You said Build America
Yeah,
bonds.
And
they trying to rebuild America. They
yeah,
need money. The only way they can get money is from us. We are the only things that can create money. So they need us. So now they want us to help build back America.
through
So
municipal
help them
what?
through municipal bonds, because all municipal bonds, if y'all look it up, is backed by the full faith and credit of the United States. So having the municipal bond, and one thing about municipal bonds, that when the market falls, because it's falling,
Mm.
okay, it's about to fall like Humpty Dumpty. The only thing that does not fall is the municipal bonds. Your court cases are ran as municipal bonds. Anything state-wise is ran as a municipal bond, but they're all backed. So that will give the America money, which will
Mm-hmm.
build America back up because we bankrupt. The
Mm-hmm.
new America that they're trying to start.
And if y'all go Google it, like I know y'all are, the banks that are giving them away are for nonprofits. Nonprofits. They're giving them to nonprofits, corporations, LLCs, and private entities.
I know what that means.
Private entities. I'm telling you, I have never, and there's no credit score requirement. It's based off
Non-profit.
of EIN. I called them because I was like, I just can't believe they pulling this in our
Man.
face. I just can't believe it. And so I asked her, I was like, what are the credit requirements? And she was like, oh, you just have to have your P&Ls. And she was like, are you doing under 5 million, 1 million? She had like this whole list of things. I'm telling y'all, go research
Tell
it. Go
them what a
research
P. They don't know what a P and L is. Can you tell them
a
what a P and
profit and
L is?
loss statement. Y'all have to show that you're making a profit or taking a loss. If you're taking a loss, that means you need what? Help.
Mm.
That means you need
Exactly.
help. That they give it's easier to go from, and she told me this. She said I wouldn't go in and ask for a low bond. She said it's easy to go from 50 to 200,000 than it is from 20,000 to 50,000.
And you know, most people going there acting like, I just need 10 or
I
20.
no,
They scared to ask
hand
for
it
them big
here.
numbers.
Hand it
Yeah.
here. I need 250 out the door.
Mm.
Out the door. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, that's y'all. I'm always over here in the trenches, and I'm always reading. I have never seen so many publications dropped from the time we went dark to where we are now. It has been 180 updates on publications, and it's more dropping every day. Every day. So I'm just telling y'all, so I'm gonna let you have your live back. I just get so excited when I
Hey,
see this
we
stuff.
receiving everything. Like, man, I just wanted to say, like, because it's like from this foundation of what we already built over here, what y'all talking about is the next step. You know, we got the foundation now, you know, the Bill of Exchange Foundation, but this is the next step. And y'all, and the way you're talking, it's like so natural to you, you know? And it's like, and I know it comes from studying and studying, reading. And like you're saying, you naming all these forms that hopefully these people are Googling, you naming all these corporations, hopefully these people are Googling. This is the type of help that we need, okay? This is the type of help that we want. And the fact that you do it such in a way of, you don't show, you don't, you're doing it behind the scenes. That's what it's about. I don't like to get on here and show my face all the damn time. I would love to, do more on the back scenes, because that's where the real work is at. And I just want to say I appreciate both of y'all. The things that Tamika been able to show me with the prospects report. She mentioned you. I haven't really made acquaintance with you yet, but just hearing the things I've been hearing from you, like she got a winner. She got a winner. And I just want to say I appreciate both of y'all. And I'm learning from y'all as well. Like not even my fault. I'm over here like, oh, okay, it's not. You're okay because it's we need that. We need that. I just want to say I appreciate both of y'all. Look at that. We hit 88, but we
There
just
we
dropped.
go. Make a
Hey,
wish at 880. And then if y'all pay attention to the words that are being used, publication, I mean it's out there for the public.
Hmm.
They're not hiding this stuff. They just deliberately didn't tell you to go get it. But it's on the IRS website. You can get notifications of any time a new publication come out. Just sign up for it. Or go on there and check it every day. And see the new publications because it's for the public. Look at it's called publication. So they can turn around and say, well, we told you,
Hmm.
right? You know how they say ignorance of the law is not an excuse?
Hmm.
It's all on their government website. IRS.gov, hit publications and get to reading them. And you will see, and if you already got the foundation, it makes it where you can understand it more. You're like, wait a minute. But the first step is taking your power back.
absolutely.
With the 2848 and the 56F. And then it's time for you to direct, right? But you can't give directions if you don't have the directions.
Exactly.
Only you can do that. We've given you all. Man, so I know you tired of saying the same shit over and over again. And
What? But I know that there's somebody that's new that needs to hear in the way so they don't be all over the place. So, but yeah, I am tired of saying the same thing. But for sure, I am.
yeah, send them to the bottom of your page like you used to and say, scroll the bottom up. Because that was you. First time I ever heard you like, look, if y'all want to pay me for it, that's fine. Go to the bottom of my page and start up. I'm telling y'all the same thing. Bottom of the page, start up.
For sure.
YouTube, I got so many free videos
Mm,
on YouTube that are there to help. I got lives if they ain't took them down. There's some lives, the latest lives that we did last week, they're pinned to my page. I might want to go listen to them.
oh yeah, one of you got a good one. Discharge that shit.
Oh, yeah, that's on YouTube.
Yeah,
But
that's a great one.
me, Creditgenics, and my beautiful CPA, we did like 3 lives. Wasn't that last week? They're pinned to the top of my Instagram page. Y'all might want to go look at them. Because when I say we gave so much information,
Mm,
you may have to stop and pause it, get a little bit, come back to it. And all my real good lives, oh, they'll disappear in a minute off my page. And I'll be like, because they don't want y'all to have this information. But when I tell y'all we are not no gatekeepers. None of us that was on this line tonight, we are not. Because if we wanted to gatekeep, y'all wouldn't even know who the hell we are.
for sure.
Right?
For sure.
But I need y'all to catch up, especially for those of us like me and Massa that's trying to help y'all. Because if y'all keep us down at the bottom, teaching y'all at the bottom, we still got some ways to go at the top. We have to go ourselves. So at this point, you either got to catch up or you got to jump off.
For
But
sure.
it's up to you, right? Because we can't stay stuck. And I feel you. We feel like though we're obligated because of the positions that we're in, we feel like we're obligated to help. But do y'all understand that sometimes trying to reach you where you are is stopping us from
Mm,
going higher? Because the higher we go, the more we can teach you.
mm,
She back on. She had dropped off. Let her back
oh,
in.
okay.
Right? So y'all see, with Massa, when that crap went on, he texted me and we talked. And I'm like, Massa, I got more respect for you than a little bit. And you own Johnny on the spot. I said, but guess what? You stopped. I need you to go a little bit
Mm,
further. And him
Hmm.
going further because he has the foundation, now he can understand
mm-hmm.
when he reads, oh, wait a minute, that mean that. And that mean that because he put in the work. Now we need y'all to do it. It's catch up time,
For
y'all.
sure.
Play catch play catch up. And I tell my people, my followers all the time, it's okay to take a break. Right now, because of what's about to happen, everybody needs to stop worrying about how to discharge any freaking thing and get your trust set up.
Mm,
Once you have your trust set up and your 2848 in and your 56, you ain't even got to have that in yet. But get your trust done. And everything that you got that's a bill, you call them or you can go online. T-Mobile, AT&T, it's all online. Transfer it to the name of the trust
mm.
and get it out of your name, right?
Bar.
Transfer everything, the ownership to the name of the trust. right? Put your estate in your trust so that you can file the proper 1041 taxes, right?
Mm.
That's that's what y'all need to do.
Yep.
Everything, because if you don't, right now, they coming, and you heard her say you got till December, right? Because if not, if you make too much money, or if you got money going in your account and they don't know where it's from, guess what? They freezing it and they can hold it for, I believe it's 190
Hey,
days.
Stripe,
So
striping.
190.
Ooh wee, Stripe. Yeah.
I'm gonna call you about Stripe because I got an order against Stripe.
Yep.
Oh, they tried to play. They tried to play me. They're a
Yeah.
private company that does not have to report their securities, but I know the company that they're trading through. And if you look at Stripe's terms and conditions, it says that they take your money and invest it, keep it in an account separate from theirs, which let them know they're still keeping it in your account. Now, this is on their terms and conditions. So it lets you know that the account is still in your name. Once you make over a certain amount, it says that you have to go through Wells Fargo Securities as your transfer agent, right? That's number one. But then it also says that they take your money and they put it in, invest it, and it says that you are not entitled to any of it. So they sent you a 1099K. You send them back one because you did a barter. Then you do the 1099B. I bet you whatever of yours they holding up right now, oh baby, they gonna let that shit go like hot potato very quickly, because now you understand. I'm gonna send you the company they selling it through, with some private organization, but they're going through Wells Fargo Securities. So when you do the 2848, you do it where you remove them, and you can contact Wells Fargo Security yourself, because the contract is there so that you can have them. Remember I said that 80/20, and now they're your transfer agent and go directly through them, especially if your Stripe account is up under your business. But yeah, Stripe and Square, they good for trying to hold somebody something, and they're exempt from having to show the securities, but it's still illegal in what it is that they're doing. But if you didn't make their threshold, which I know you probably made it, that's why they holding it up. Because technically their contract with Wells Fargo Securities say that they can only have an account that has grossed this much from the lifetime of their account. So once you get there, it's gone. Like, people don't know Gumroad, owned by Stripe. Um, Stanstow, them people. They owned by the Queen. That's a British. They're on it. They're Australia. You can't even do nothing to them outside of filing
Damn.
1099B. Oh, you can file a 1099B and they send you a K. And ain't it the 1099K one that you send them back? I think it's the K1. I ain't the IRS.
It's you can do a dual 1099K. Because they received in your is for proceeds from credit card transactions.
Yep.
So you can send them one too, since they sent you one. They made security interest off of.
And they own terms and conditions said that they took your money and invested it, but they kept their money separate from yours, which means it's still in your account. So you can disagree with the fact that they say we invest your money and you can't keep none. Why the fuck I can't? So you supposed to just make all the money?
I
Yeah,
sent them
that's
a
like that ain't
1099
beneficial.
OID too. I would OID them and do a 1099B. I wouldn't be playing with them when I send it up through them.
Mm.
Yeah, because that's a
Hand it
barter.
here. Hand it
And
here.
I guarantee you, whatever they hold in your account, asking for all these damn papers and stuff for now, oh, they gonna let that go real quick, and then try to ask you, well, please don't file the 1099B. No, because now you need to pay taxes.
Exactly.
You done made
Exactly.
yourself a private business, so you don't have to register your securities, and then now you out here stealing. Stripe runs almost everybody's system. That's an Ireland company. Two brothers from Ireland own that, and they make it bank off of everybody. When people don't even realize that you can open up your business account through your bank and let your bank process your stuff through your business account. Now you done cut out the middleman with the Stripe, because all they did was get a contract with the securities
Mm-hmm.
company. Same thing that we can do, but they'll make you think that you're not supposed to. Just like most people don't know. Now this is a process that I am finishing, guys. When I'm totally done with it, I will release it. But you, I, and everybody else supposed to be registered with the security exchange. See, I done been had my SIC number. I've been had my DTC number, DTCC number
Bree,
years ago. Come on now. You're a business, right? You're dealing in securities, right? You supposed to be under the security exchange too. Your trust is. So I'm almost done with everything being filed, and it'll be public notice at that point. I'll just post the name and you go into the security exchange and you find it yourself. We supposed to be registered just like they fucking registered. You supposed to have a SIC number. You're dealing in securities, right? Do it right. But because you're a private organization or you're a nonprofit, right? You don't have to report your securities just like Stripe don't. And banks and things are more willing to deal with you, or if you send them a bill of exchange with a SIC number or DTCC number on there, they like, hell yeah, you got some more for us.
They want to do business
They
now.
want to do business.
Absolutely.
Every
Absolutely.
EIN number you have, you're supposed to be registered. If y'all go on the Security Exchange website, it said that website is for corporations and individuals. Come on now. So when y'all know the term what individual mean, which is a business, which is a person, that means who else is supposed to be there? You. You.
Yep.
You supposed to have a
I got one.
prospectus too. Go ahead.
I got one. I got SIC number. Auntie, we getting ready to go play with that placement now.
That
Don't
part.
think I ain't been in the don't think I ain't been in the cut working
I
on it.
know. Now, how long
I
ago
don't
did I
think
tell
I'm
you
ready.
about that?
Yeah,
Beginning of this year?
yeah.
That part.
We get ready. Don't worry, it's gonna be posted real shortly too.
Y'all
That's
just
okay.
don't
We just
leave
got
me. Don't
we
leave
not
me.
gonna leave you.
We
We
not
not
gonna
gonna
leave
leave
you.
you.
We all
We
working
won't leave you.
together. We all together. We in one single file line across. All
Yep.
together.
All for all of us. One band, one sound.
For sure.
That
For
part.
sure.
All hands on deck.
For sure.
And that's exactly what it is.
Because if y'all get in there and y'all read on the SEC, these folks, it's some private folks going in. They're
Yeah.
they I mean, they getting vehicles off the rip. I mean, they're making GSA bonds perform when GSA bonds ain't supposed to walk.
I'm gonna give y'all a person that everybody know. And it ain't his music that got him what he got.
Ooh,
Y'all better
drop it.
go look, y'all better go pay attention to Ricky Rose, baby.
Hey, I was
Y'all,
I was looking this way about the private jet system. I was like, my
yeah,
boy
that's
know some
why.
shit.
That nigga used to be a freaking a correctional officer, y'all. That nigga he got blessed with a CPA, okay? And the more debt you got, the more checks you get. Why do you think rich people always buy stuff? Because that's a security. Boom,
Yep.
they get to turn it in. They go a check. Boom, I'm about to buy this house. Boom, it's security. I get a check. He ain't gangster. We all know he ain't. He just want to look like he is. But no, Ricky Rose, baby, got, you know what I'm saying? That's why he's smiling. It's how you see that big nigga. He's smiling. Yes. And if you
For
notice,
sure.
pay attention to his habits, y'all. Go watch his page. The end of every quarter, you see this nigga buying something else. He buying something else. And he took his money and he put it into wing stops and he put it into other shit. So y'all can see that's where his money coming from. Yeah, but it's coming from the treasury, baby. It's coming from the
Right.
treasury. Get the
The
checks.
the wing stops are they're actually a holding company for him.
Yep.
Yep, the wing stops. Wanna know why? Because I was getting ready to franchise one, and they have to send me over like the P&L packet, the franchise agreements, and everything else. And that's a holding company. It's a holding company. So I'm just telling y'all, like they out here running this money through, and they running it through so tough that we don't even get it.
Yep. Because you definitely want to hold a
Hmm.
company. And if y'all scroll down my page, if they ain't took it, my trust has a holding company. Why not?
Yep.
I have a private banker's EIN. Why? Because I'm private and I'm a banker too, right? So shouldn't you have one?
Yep.
That,
Yeah, I just made a holding
And
company.
you need a tight, irrevocable trust too.
yeah,
One that you can create your own securities in.
that part. And y'all don't,
You know,
when y'all
it's
even
just
get y'all EIN numbers and it asks you who the responsible party for is, and you put your information there. No, what you do is you hit the other button. And I learned this for Creditgenics. She taught me something that I didn't know. So this ain't me. This is her all of the way. Creditgenics, Lena Lockwood, LLC. Okay, get her page because she'll teach you something about her trust. But when you go to set up your EIN number, hit the other button and you can put your trust information down where it's automatically connected to the trust. It makes CPA jobs a whole lot easier. A whole
because
lot easier.
I promise you, because when I get ready to go key that EIN in, I'm not gonna have any problems. Your check
No, we trying to
ain't
show
gonna
y'all.
have a problem getting released either.
Nope.
I sent Auntie something on there today where one of my folks had a huge win.
$60,000, Lean.
Yeah. Like what y'all gonna do now? I'm telling you, cause y'all got the goats on the live with you, Meth and Pass. Because I'm just a layman over here. I'm just over here trying to get my folks to freedom.
You
That's
the
it.
example.
So, and I'll post it with her because she sent it to me two posts. So they had a $60,000 lien because
Oh.
she took them and put them up under a 9A trust, and y'all know trusts are non-taxable. Guess what that turned them into? A $60,000 check. So instead of it being a lien, they balanced the books, and you will notice, or when I put the shot up, you will see where it says the negative 60,000. Now the books have been balanced, which now that goes into that the law that talks about anything that's over $1 credit to the account is owed to you guys. I just had a student for y'all that's not my students on here. He been sending his step endorsing to Synchrony Bank for 1 year, y'all. 1 year. You gotta send it by the due date. The due date is there for a reason. You stamp endorse send it, you send it by that due date. Okay. So he did it for 1 year. Now we at the end of a quarter. Now, so at the end of this quarter, he check his account. It say negative 41,000. Negatives are good, y'all. Negatives are good. So it says a negative 41,000. So when he talked to him, they said, well, we can put this 41,000 onto your credit card, or we can send you a refund check. So one thing, if they don't reply with the first one that you send, you keep your hand clean and you do it every single month by the due date. Send it in. Send it in. And everybody should have a P.O. box. If you my student, then you already know that the post office is the head of the treasury. It is a bank. A P.O. box goes to lockbox funding. All of your stuff should be going to a P.O. box, because when you get it sent to your house, now you're up under their jurisdiction with their zip code, right? Which is considered mail fraud. Do it through the post office. Have a P.O. box. You got a trust set up because they're using your trust, and everything is set up to your P.O. box. It makes it easier for you to get that remedy, because the treasury, the head of the treasury and the head of the bank is the post office.
A lot of
Auntie,
information, family.
they
Yes, ma'am.
want to know. They want to know about getting help. Can I send them to your page? Because the only way you get to me is through her.
For
That's
sure,
it.
for sure, for sure, for
That's
sure.
it.
If y'all allow my folks to come over here and get the help that we need, trust and believe, we coming.
Absolutely. Y'all
Absolutely.
gotta come on my page and listen out for the. So I have a trust class that I'm finishing up. Unfortunately, the trust class is closed, so you can't join. It is a 3-part trust class. We had Creditgenics Layla Lockwood did the first day, and then we had the storm. So we will finish that this weekend. I'll be going over the 9A Foreign Express Trust on Saturday. Once I'm done with that, the replays will be available, but there will also be a link so that we can help you, because you got to either call in or fax in, and we don't need y'all messing it up. So
Yeah.
we will have assistance available through my CPA. I do not give her name. She does not show her face. I keep her protected. Okay. To be able to get your 9-8 number for you, but we will be walking everybody how to fill out the forms, what you're supposed to say if you do it yourself, if you fax it in, the questions they're going to ask you. We'll be going through that. Then on Sunday, she'll be going over the 2848, the 56, the 56F. We're literally showing you guys how to fill this out. If you are not able to make the class, once the class is done, then we will, the replay will be available, but then she will be available as long as y'all don't mess it up. Because my people, they'll mess up a link and I'll take it down,
Mhm.
because I have to keep her protected. You know what I'm saying? Just like Manson need to be protected. I've been told, I said, the wrong thing you did was showing your face. I know you want to show
Yeah,
your good looking face and shit, but yeah,
yeah.
no.
I
You
got
know
you.
what I'm
I
saying?
got you.
But when you get to this level, you have to
Got
stay protected. They don't,
you.
they not gonna like this at all. But you know what? I'm 10 toes down, whatever it is. Excuse my French, but fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And God knew who to give this information to, because I'm gonna let it hang out, right? Because it is our time to step back into our power. Our power is through that 2848 form.
Mm.
Okay. For y'all that got little children, let me tell y'all something about that 2848. And if I was y'all, I would get a pen real
Mm.
quick. So, because it's our children that they want. So you can stop CPS from coming to take your kids. You can stop all of that. So on the 2848 form, in the taxpayer box, you put your kids' information there. In the representative box, you put yourself as a representative and your trust as a representative. Okay? And then you send that. So now CPS can't come. Can't nobody tell you shit about your kids. You have stopped already from police contact, from any of that. Because now the state don't own, you do. You have now taken back your rights. It is done through the 2848. Okay? It's done through the
Oh.
2848. And then when your child turns 18, then you have your child fill it out to now take over. You can stay on there as a representative until you teach them all the way how to perform, but still, nobody else can still come in. I'm telling y'all now, that 2848, by putting your kids' information on there, it stops child support. I ain't saying don't take care of your kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, but it does stop that. It And then when you go get these state benefits that belong to everybody, that is a federal grant in your name. Everybody's supposed to get free health care, free medical, free food stamps, cash. Everybody's supposed to get that, right? But when you fill out that 2848 with your children information on there, you now get the benefits on a federal level. Oh, they're going to give it to you quick because they're no longer over that child. Whatever grant, the Title IV grant that they got under father's names, right? That's why it's up under your names. Once you do that, you take that back. And guess what else that stops? That stops CPS from coming to snatch our kids, and that stops what? Trafficking. Because we know they doing it through the CPS, right? Because that's a private company too. But it's all ran up under the state as a grant. Okay, y'all?
Write it
Court
down,
case.
family.
Yes.
Sheesh.
Court cases. I told y'all before. I don't care what y'all feel about Trumpity Trump,
Yeah.
blow the trumpet. Okay? I don't care what y'all feel about that man. But when I tell you, then when they put it in our face, go look him up for real. They are trying to stop him because he's trying to get the power back to we the people. But y'all want to know how he beat his case? He did accepted for value. If y'all go, and that's why they fought him to release his documents. He got them released. If y'all don't go pull the UCC, baby, especially if you got it, it's telling you what to do. Like, that's why they don't want him in. Go look at his UCC filing. Go look at all of that. That's why that case got gone. And if you look at it, he did it with the surrogate bank. It says surrogate court. But what is a surrogate, right? But it's called surrogate in New York because New York is the head of all states. That's why the UN is there, okay? But in your individual state, if you look up surrogate, it says it's interchange. Surrogate in law will tell you that it's interchangeable with probate. Well, that makes a lot of damn sense because probate is for dead and we dead as hell because, they left us out at sea. So when you're filing 1099s and this, that, and the other, yeah, you want to put your courthouse, your probate, because they're the one that's holding the main title and everything. Same with your court cases. You got to go balance the books. Your court case is worth money. It is a receipt on my page for $331,000, if I'm not mistaken,
I
from a
seen that.
court case. Why? Because what does warrant mean? Warrant means to be able to sell a security. Don't believe me? Go look it up. What does warrant mean in law? And it is on my page, right? So I keep telling everybody that that's tax court. They're charging you because of taxes. Well, you need to settle the books. One, you need to have a 10-cent stamp, certified copy of it, do. A 10-cent stamp, you paid the taxes. Then you need to go to the head cashier. You need to settle the account. Settle it. But if y'all go look at Trump's stuff, he did an accepted for value. And I'm telling y'all, that man knew what he was doing, right? He knew what he was doing. And if y'all look at who actually filed, after he filed what he filed, the accepted for value, put down beneficiary right, put down all of the stuff that's supposed to be there right. If I was y'all, I would go copy that, okay? And when he turned it in, the court clerk for New York is the one who filed the UCC. Go look at the top of the paper. It says who filed it. And you look that man up because once Trump did what he had to do and he put that lien in Delaware like it's supposed to be, because I keep telling y'all everything is in Delaware. So if you're going to lien your car, lien it in Delaware. If you're going to lien these companies, lien it in Delaware. So it was the court clerk was forced. He even talks about the fact that he ain't the straw man, he ain't the Sesta VK. If y'all don't go pull that and go look at it and look at who wrote it, the court clerk did, not Trump.
Mm.
The
And
answers
it's
is in y'all
public. It is
face.
readily available for the public to see.
And they fought him on that. Remember, they had his case
Yeah,
sealed.
I remember
They didn't
that.
want nobody to see it. He fought to get that case unsealed because he's trying to show we the people. Because whether y'all realize it or not, and most people didn't, go look at what the public debt was when he was in.
Mm.
When he first got in, he paid it all the way off with a promissory note. The woman that he owed in Georgia, he paid her with a promissory note. It was all over the news. I'm like, but y'all don't know what securities mean. Y'all looking for the word promissory. It's security. So when you understand their terminology and you get to reading stuff, you like, hot damn, here's the answer. He trying to put the answer out there for y'all. I will go pull it and use it to your advantage.
I remember he
And
said the he prepaid his taxes. He said that on when he was having the debate. I was like, does anybody hear him say it? What
Yeah,
he
that part.
uh,
He been getting. That's why they don't want him. I don't know if you had a chance to look at Agenda 47, but look at it. That's his agenda. It ain't no
Agenda
damn promise.
47.
Ooh,
Okay.
baby. When
and
I
it,
say I see why he trying to get rid of the Federal Reserve. He's trying to do all of that is in the Agenda 47. He said, no, get the power back to the people.
Mm.
Get the gold back to the people. Like parents back over their own kids. Like all of this is in Agenda 47, which is why ain't half of y'all on here ain't never heard of it. Because that's his plan for real. And it ain't no 900 pages either. Don't hey.
Make America great again.
Make
God
a that part.
right. Hey, another.
Give the power back to the people.
Straight up.
Uh, if they follow the money too, all statutory trusts are filed through the IRS in Delaware. If you gonna follow, if you gonna do something tough, follow it. All the statutory trusts run through the IRS in Delaware.
There
They
y'all
do.
go. Bloop,
Man,
bloop, bloop, bloop.
I'm I'm like jumping doing cartwheels inside right now.
Like, don't it feel good when we get to learning something new? Because it's like we tapped out almost. So when we get to learning new stuff, we get that fire back in. Because
Yes,
no disrespect to
yes,
y'all, but we get tired of saying the same shit. You're dull enough.
yes. Oh my
We
God.
we got to move on. And so I'm telling y'all now, we taking him. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all better stay catched up with him because, baby, you better act like mustard.
Okay,
I'm
Yeah.
man.
telling y'all don't know the IRS. The IRS, some of it is classified as an LLC too. If y'all
It
get to
sure
looking deep
is.
enough,
It
Mhm.
sure is. Go get your bread. Go get the
limited
money. Go get
liability.
that part.
Y'all
Mm-mm.
better y'all better start looking towards Delaware because if all my stuff is registered in Delaware.
That part. And it's a private state.
Mm-hmm.
And then see how they played everybody with that Delaware shit, right? Yo, UCCs for you to go search them, you have to go through a certified company that they chose, right? To even be able to see that. That should tell you something.
Yep.
But for y'all that's trying to get your cars liens off and this, that, and the other, so say if it's Alley Financial, you get Alley Financial UCC report from Delaware guys. Okay. Okay. Alley Financial and then Alley Financial Trust, whatever is on their prospectus, their structure of how they move your note is what you need. So you request the UCC from
Mm.
Delaware. That's going to show that Alley Financial is the debt holder through Alley Financial Trust. Because if y'all look at the structure, they even transferred to the trust to protect it. Do y'all see that? You are supposed to too. Okay. But it'll show that Alley Financial, the debt is actually theirs and not yours because their UCC says that it liens all vehicles, all VIN numbers for now and forever, basically. You take that down to your Department of Revenue or whoever's over the tax thing, and you, at that point, contest the lien.
Mm.
Okay, for my people, I done told y'all this. Contest the lien. What is your proof? Well, this UCC file said that Alley Financial is actually the debtor and not me. Guess what? They're gonna remove that quick as hell. But then they're gonna contact Alley Financial, but where them taxes at? Let me get them. Let me get them taxes back. But now, guess what? Your lien is off, and there's nothing that they can do. Every corporations, UCC is filed in Delaware. Okay, guys, it's filed in Delaware. That's where you're gonna get it. You like, oh, I don't see no lien on my name in my state. You're never gonna see it on your name. Okay, but you know who name you gonna see it in under theirs, and then
Mm.
that is your proof right there to get that lien taken off, and then to go back and get your bag. Okay, because you're a
Yeah.
private investor, guys. You are private investors and private civilians.
Mm.
Hmm. Private civilians. So why would you be a private civilian? You ain't hear me say a private citizen or nothing. I said private civilian. Well, if zip codes is military jurisdiction, and when you come from out of the military, you go to being what? A civilian, right? So if everything is up under military rule, that means you are a private civilian, which takes you out of their jurisdiction. Okay, right terminology. Private civilians for the United States. Okay, I'm a private American for the United States of America. Come on
Mm.
now.
Okay.
And with these corporations, I am a private silent investor. Where my check?
Mm.
That's how y'all got to know who you're
Today,
with today.
excise tax.
And you
Today.
see that's in threes,
Yep.
right? Because everything's done in threes.
Yep.
You're a private civilian slash private banker. Okay. Because you're a banker, right? That part. You're a
Stop
private
letting these
American
folks play.
for the United States of America. Oh, okay. And then you're a private investor because of the 1933 Gold Act. It flat out said, okay, y'all bill out the banks. That means you're invested in every corporation that you help.
Mm.
Oh, okay. That part. So learn who y'all are and stand on it. Stop being scared of these people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, do you know what it takes for us to do what we do? These people don't like us. But guess what? Between the people and the haters, we go through a lot. But guess what? We still here. Like, come on, y'all.
Facts.
Those that stand, y'all keep standing with us. Those that fall, see you the fuck later. Cause if you don't get your house in order right now, you're gonna be crying later. You're gonna be crying because they own some real get out of your state. It's on my page somewhere. Told you how to get rid of y'all driver's license. How to make sure you get your passport, right? Do your FOIA. Go and get your passport. Write a statement. Because it asks for you, if you ain't a U.S. state, write a statement. So write a statement. And attach the original Constitution and the original Bill of
Mm.
Rights, certified copy. Right? I think it's like $200 or maybe $300 for them to send it to you. And you attach that in there. Now you done put yourself back under the United States of America's jurisdiction. They're going to do whatever you want. If you got a court case, you take that and you file that shit in your court case. Watch how that shit be like poof and be
Mm.
gone. Right? Because they're not acting up under the United States of America, okay, with the little u. They are acting as the United States, the corporation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all better know how to go get it too.
And IRS, the real IRS, is your debt collector. We are
Mm.
supposed to be sitting back enjoying life. This is the year of delegation. Delegate. Find out who you're supposed to be delegating to, because we've had all the power all this time. Why y'all think they work so hard to take the power away from us? You supposed to be telling these people what to do, but you can't tell them if you don't know. And that's all we trying to show y'all, what y'all supposed to do. But y'all got to grab on to it and let some fire hit you like it hit us to why we are in the stage that we're in, and be grateful. Because out of the billions of people in the world, these 882 people on this live that I see on my side, y'all are here for a reason.
For
This
sure.
was not by accident. We didn't plan this. I just came off a live. I just seen him on live. I said, you know what? I'm about to go shock him. And so he can make sure I knew I texted say, I'm on your live. Because as soon as I joined his live, the lights went out. And
Yeah,
y'all go,
you see that? That's why I'm like, whoa, what in the world? My whole damn shebang that went out.
they
People
said,
probably thought my lights.
no. These two motherfuckers.
Yeah, y'all know, tripped my lights off. That came in strong, strong. I like that though. I like that because that lets me know we're moving in the right direction. Like literally, y'all, this wasn't planned at all, y'all. We had just got off a testimony from Sean. We was about to get off, and then we seen Tamika in the comment. I'm like, oh hell yeah, let's go. And I seen that she wanted to get on camera. Man, y'all, this isn't planned. And as y'all will see, the ones that stuck around, y'all have literally got enough information for a lifetime.
And then
Literally.
the CPA, she every live I'm on, she on there. And so then she texts me, talk about, I love to see this. Ask them, can I come up? So
Yeah,
none of this was playing, y'all. None of this was playing. We want to see y'all win. It is time. Fuck this. It is
for sure.
time. Okay. It is what? Get y'all trust together and change all of y'all accounts to trust accounts. Period. Protect your finances. Protect your finances.
And make sure y'all
If you
follow her page and her YouTube, y'all. A lot of information, okay? A lot of information that's helpful, okay? And it's free. All right, go spend some time on YouTube. All right, literally, it's a whole university over there.
and if you log in to ID.me and see that you got a big levy, the link is in my bio so that you can get the assistance that you need through my beautiful CPA. But I'm telling y'all now, don't go over there playing with her. Cause she like her,
Because we
she's
don't
not her
play.
sweet. What you tell her?
We don't play over here. We will send your you send that consult money, and you got like 3 questions. On that fourth one, you will have a disengagement letter and your money back in your hand. We're not gonna
Mm,
play that.
That part.
You're not coming over here worrying me or my team. If they ask for something, give it to them. If you don't give it to them, you will sit there, and that's not gonna be on us. Because I'm telling you now, y'all do these chargebacks and everything else. Y'all be having 1099-Cs in the mail because I'm not playing with you.
straight
I'm not gonna
up.
play with you because 1099-Cs are taxable income. Do not come over here playing with me or my team because we will go to war over here. We just trying to help you, and if you don't have patience, don't come over here because you should have been focused in on it, reading a little bit tougher when you got in the situation. We gonna help you, but you're gonna have some patience now
And your
because we helping others.
emergency ain't
For
ours.
sure.
Your emergency is not ours. Like, sorry you're going through it, but it's not
Man,
our emergency. And don't try to make it seem like it's ours.
patience, family. Just have patience. Be cool, calm, collected. Okay, this information is here for you. It's no rush. A lot of folks, when they learn this information, they feel like, oh my God, cram. And it's like, families, you can't learn this being desperate. You have to have the right mindset to even half understand what any of us is saying. Okay, like just start slow. Start not slow, but start. Don't start so fast. Don't start in the position of, hey, I gotta get this. I gotta send this bill. Oh, what she say? Send this. Oh, let me do this right now. Because family, you could put yourself in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. That's why it's important. Study, family. Read. It's free. You just gotta make time. It's free.
I started off with 2 cent stamps and a Navy Federal statement, and now we here.
Mm,
So just telling you, y'all have got to come play ball. We're here to help y'all, but you got to help yourself too now. Don't come over here
got
looking
to.
for me to work a miracle in 48 hours. I can do some stuff, but good gracious.
And they'll do it. I heard you say 48. What's up?
Yeah, you
For
know, they
Yeah,
be
they
sure.
hitting
will.
for that. You said, and they be like, do you even know what it takes to do what it is that you're trying to do? No, because you got me doing it.
Man,
So back up and wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling y'all, this is the time. This is the end of the quarter. So if you get in now, you got 2 more checks left for this year, but she can go back 3 years. She can go back three
Mhm.
years.
And if y'all talk to me right, I'll go back in there and fix your EIN.
straight up.
That part.
Straight up. Lead with
And then
kindness. You might
when
get
you
both.
properly fill out the 2848 and you get yourself in the proper position you're supposed to be in, then I can show you how all of your IRS credits shows up. And then that's when you got to have that working relationship with the bank to be consigned to sign your trustee, but you co-trustee and beneficiary. You get the beneficial ownership, and then that's when you be like, hey, I got these credits. Can you cash them out for me? And they get 80, you get 20. Right? When you go in there talking to them like that, and that's when you go into the private side of the bank. I'm not talking about walking in the regular Wells Fargo. It's about where's your private side. No, it's an actual private side. And it says Merrill
Mm,
Lynch, private bank, Chase, private bank. When you say that, when you ain't got no tellers and you got people in suits and you got that appointment, then that's how you can get the rest of it. She can file so far back, but you still not going to lose your credits, because once you take control of everything, all the credits is on your IRS account. Y'all just looking at numbers. Them numbers is figures. But then that's when you're going to need that transfer agent to be able to get them all, because you can't file it on a 1041 because it's 15 years old, but they're still trading a security. So that's money that belongs to you. And this is how the system is supposed to work. Everybody's supposed to be free. God gave us everything we needed. And now y'all can see why, if they taught us this, they couldn't get nobody to go to work for them. Because you get $200,000-$300,000 checks every 90 days. Y'all don't believe me about the amount. If you are not one of my followers, scroll my page. There's 3 checks up there, over 200,000 that was given because they filed the proper taxes on the securities. And it was under their business, but their business is owned by their living estate trust. So it made it tax exempt, which means they got all that back.
These folks out here, I can only speak for my folks, and Auntie has my folks checks. My folks out here getting some big checks. They not
That
playing.
part.
They not playing. When I ask them to run me your expenses, I mean run everything. If the dog went outside and cut his leg, and y'all had to take him to the vet, give it here.
You don't get that check back because you tax exempt because it's filed under the trust. Y'all get that? Everything go back into God we trust. Well, you God, I'm God. Trust yourself.
Bars.
Trust
Write it
yourself.
down. Trust yourself. Damn.
And trust that this day is not by accident, but you 880, y'all been 882 holding strong too. Like, y'all is not coming up off of here.
Nah, they hit for the info and they getting it. Okay, we changing lives tonight. For sure, for sure.
I got a gem to drop because somebody said they had an $800 vet bill. Your dog is an employee. He's a write-off.
It sure is.
Security for the house, and it's a spot on the taxes for kennel fees and everything else.
It's a
Just
woman.
just type it in.
I would say it's a
Type
woman in Chicago. She got all her interest back on her dog's application.
Yeah, because the
Absolutely,
dog
because dog.
is a person too.
Oh,
Yep,
and
it's case law.
pets have insurance as well.
Yeah.
Pets have insurance as well, and I run it through every
Your
quarter.
kids. So I'm gonna tell you
Yep.
how I do my kids, right? So I pay my kids weekly. That's their allowance. But I got it down as that's their paycheck because I pay them out the business account. Oh, they birthdays? Oh yeah. No, that's a bonus because I said I hired them on their birthday. So that's a bonus. Oh, Christmas, that's the Christmas bonus too. So all them thousands of dollars I be spending, I turn around and get it right back, y'all. It's about knowing how to operate within this system where you're still winning, right? You might as well get it back. You're paying for your kids,
Exactly.
but you write it down as an expense. Why? Because the kids are put down as employees. It's so many ways for her to make sure you get real big checks back.
And all the clothes you buy them, those are uniform expenses, PPE equipment. Come on now, y'all. Everybody want to be in the box, but they still out. They're outside of it. I need y'all to hop in and start thinking like y'all are thinking outside the box, but you're making the plot too elaborate.
Yep.
It's really simple. It's super simple. Y'all have so many write-offs down from like your glasses are protection equipment. I'm writing off
PPP.
I'm writing off everything. If it's moving, like laundry detergent, that's office supplies,
Yeah.
everything. We writing it off. We writing it off.
Why you think if you get a business account through Uline, you can order toilet paper and stuff? Like,
Yep.
and Uline
Yep.
is a business. Everything. And so when y'all heard Trump say he don't pay no taxes, and they like, oh, he said, no, I'm smart, and he is, because everything is a write off. He employed his kids. He made sure he ain't got to pay no taxes on his Florida estate by burying his ex mama in law there, because now it's considered a cemetery, and they cannot charge
Oh,
taxes
it's
on it, which is why they stopped
cemetery.
us, the people, from being able to bury our own people on our own land, because now it takes away the taxes and full ownership
Mm.
on it. But
And when
ain't no
people
law that says you can't bury them there, though.
and
Show
when
me the
people
law.
heard that, they looked at it like it was negative. Like, oh my gosh, she burying dead people on this. Uninformed folks that don't really understand what's going on. Like it's
That part.
Yeah. No, that and then if you y'all aren't setting up these nonprofits either. Y'all aren't capitalizing on them. If you were running your house like a church, I keep preaching about religious exemptions. That automatically cuts out self-employment tax. But nobody wanted to listen when I told them, "Hey, y'all go file this form, so you don't have
Mm,
to pay self-employment tax next year." But I had a few people that listened and they got their check back. I'm just saying.
Well,
Can't,
the word does say that the church is within us, right? Y'all better catch how they wrote that Bible. I can tell
mm,
y'all it's the key to, it's the map. The church
yeah,
is within us. And when two or three are gathered, how many people in your house right now? Look at us all gathered. You are
mm,
a church. Because the church is
it's a
within.
gathering.
It's a gathering, and the church is within. The words say that. And the Bible is the book of the world. Right? They wrote it into law. It's the book of the world. Because it's actually our roadmap on how we're supposed to operate, because it's
Mm,
nothing but a book of banking,
that's it.
which is why they push, and I'm not going against anybody's faith. I everybody who you is, I respect. But as a pastor's kid on both sides, I'm trying to tell you, they pushing that in the church differently from what it is, because they don't want you to figure out that it's a book of banking. Ask and he shall receive. So how do I ask through a 1041? And I shall receive. It didn't say ask and maybe. It said ask and he shall receive. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together. Shall my bank account overflow? Okay? I added the bank part in there because who knows if it said that they didn't change the word anyway. But
absolutely.
and it says, I owe no man but to love them. So if you owe no man, why the fuck are we paying debts? Because we ain't asking through our 1041 form so that we can now receive. We're giving away all of our power. It's time to take it back.
And why would I hate somebody I don't owe?
That part.
That part,
That part.
part, that part. I'm watching the comments. Everybody picking up what we laying
Oh
down
yeah,
now.
oh yeah.
I'm with it. But y'all better be out here, like y'all, and for the religious exemption, it said any you qualify for it because Auntie just said it. As long as it's before the year 1959, 1959 now, catch it because it's free. And I know I got some folks in here that caught it. Um, you have it like every religion was established before 1959. Pick one and get with it.
Mm,
Yeah. Any one of them. Pick one and get with it. Mm.
Everybody. So yeah, y'all got it. Y'all got a great team here. Like I said, I just be in the cut now. I really don't come out. I don't pop out till
yeah,
Auntie
they gonna
move
be
out.
looking for where she at?
I
Where
I
she at? She just
I
told you.
I, I got folks looking for me from the sixth grade. I don't play. So so it's only a handful of people that see me. So but I'm here to help in any way I can at any time that I can. Uh, Freedom is very important to me. Let's get this stuff. Y'all start funding these trusts, start moving these leases and stuff over into the
Mm,
trust. Y'all better get with it.
Oh yeah,
Y'all better
yeah.
go.
Because that stops evictions. If you take your lease and you move it over into your trust, because the law does say that because there's security that you had to pay, a security deposit you had to pay on there, you can file your lease in the county just like you do a deed. But if you take the lease and then you put it inside of the trust and then you file it, you can never be evicted. They can't even
mm,
take you to court.
mm,
So there y'all go.
mm, mm.
She dropped it on her page, and that book was straight from the IRS. Wanna know why? Because it was part of my manual, part of my EA manual. Y'all better go get it because we giving it to you.
Tap
Y'all make
in,
me go back
family.
in the book and pull it out now.
Tap in. Like it's time. The time is now, family. It's the best time to be alive. Information is at our fingertips.
Ain't it? I'm happy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Do, 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 do.
But I'm gonna post this live on my page, family. Y'all definitely tap in with Path to Freedom. Okay. Definitely watch the page. Okay. definitely understand what's going on, family. Read, 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 read. Okay, because at one point your articulation be as well as the ones that you're learning from. Cause y'all gotta remember, we all students too. Okay, like some people may look at us like, oh y'all, you a guru, guru,
No,
family. We're
I'm a
students.
student.
We're students. It's just like being
I'm
in
a
school and
student
seeing those
driver.
students with the straight A's. You're like, oh damn, what they do? They studied. They understood the formula. That's it. Study and understood the formula. All right, but I just want to say I appreciate both of y'all. Okay, I'm still on my journey as well. Y'all are helping me out in more ways than a billion. Okay. And I want all my followers to go follow this page, family, because it all linked together. All right, you got the foundation. Now you can get more in-depth, more higher level information. All right, because I know a lot of folks is tired of hearing about the Bill of Exchange, Federal Reserve. Okay, for those folks that have got that down packed, the next level is this, family. That's the next level. Okay, so definitely follow this page, follow her YouTube as well. Okay, I'm not sure about the record that's supposed to come out this weekend. I'm sure a lot of folks would love to get their hands on that as well. But definitely go follow her page, y'all, because this was a blessing tonight. This was unexpected. This was a surprise, and we love surprises. All right. So I just want to definitely want to say I appreciate both of y'all. Anything y'all want to say before we get up out of here? I'm about to get to eating right quick. Got the food getting cold. But I definitely want to get this information out to everybody that's ready. Is anything you guys want us to let them know, or any last little beans that's you feel like we missed?
No, I appreciate you letting us come on. Thank you so much. And like y'all said, and my people that's on here that don't have a clue about a bill of exchange, because that's your bill is a bill of exchange, and tap in over there so you can get that part because it all works together. If you need more information on the trust, go hit up Creditogenics,
Mhm.
Layla Lockwood. Tell her that I sent you over there because she is the GOAT when it comes to these trusts. And we look forward to us all being on the same page. It's when I say all hands on deck, we got all
For
hands on
sure.
deck, and we just want to see everybody win. And thank you so much, Mansa, for having me on. And Miss, my favorite, you already know. Thank you for coming on and bringing shedding more light. But no, we're gonna have to do this more
For
often.
sure. For sure. For sure. They love this. They love
Absolutely.
this. And I'm definitely on board. Just whenever you ready, just let me know and I'll drop everything. We can just hop on live and, give people some more information.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And after you share it on your page, I'll share it on
Okay.
mine and tell everybody to come over here and watch it so they can get that too. And you enjoy your dinner and the rest of your night. And I'm going to hit you up tomorrow so that we can go over some
Okay.
stuff uh, as well. Okay.
All right.
Have a good
Appreciate
night.
it. Peace and
Uh,
love, everybody. Peace. Peace. Make sure y'all go study. Make sure y'all go
that
read
part.
everything that's been said tonight. Okay. Please don't just rush and jump off the porch. All
Please
right.
don't.
Peace
All
and
right.
love.